For 24 years, Warwick have remained undefeated in the Battle of the Unis. Can we make it to a heroic 25? Unshakable. Unforgiving. Undefeated. Varsity.
It's time for the finale of the 25th Varsity Series, live from the Skydome in Coventry. It's Warwick against Coventry in the ice hockey. Warwick took a last-gasp victory over a year ago, so Coventry will be out for revenge. However, the contest is already sewn up after Warwick have taken the Varsity crown for the 25th year in a row. Yes, thank you very much for joining us. I'm your host, Tim Arstle, and I'm joined by my pundits, Joe Walton and Harry Davies, just to run you down this sensational finale day at the Skydome in Coventry. And first to you, Joe, what a sensational Varsity it's been so far. The score's currently standing, I believe, at 51-17 to Warwick. A couple of fixtures still to come in. What have you made of Varsity so far? What highlights have you taken from it? And what do you think today can offer, even though the event is already sewn up?
It's been a fantastic tournament for Warwick. I think people predicted Warwick would win, but I don't think they predicted it would be in this manner. 51 points to 17. That's a huge margin going into the final day of the series. So yeah, Warwick have absolutely dominated Varsity this year. I'd probably say my highlight has to be when we won it finally. Yeah. We got to 50 points in the netball. We were there live, and it was just so much fun to do that, especially with Warwick TV, as we weren't planning to do a live broadcast. And then we had to put it together in 10 minutes, but it was such a good experience to be there when we actually won it.
Yeah, and Harry Davies, a man, as the crowd go wild actually, a man with a lot of experience at Varsity. In your third year here, you covered ice hockey last year, so what are your overall thoughts about Varsity this year, and what can we expect from ice hockey?
Well, the ice hockey is always a cracking event. There's such a great atmosphere. You can already feel it out there. It's already getting loud. DJ's getting everyone going. But Varsity this year's been superb. I mean, it's been a brilliant performance from Warwick. And in particular, like there's certain events that we don't traditionally win, we've been doing well. And look at the motorsport. That traditionally is a Coventry stronghold, and Warwick taking that is a big, big deal. So, I mean, all in all, let's just hope we can continue the momentum in the ice hockey to finish it off in style. And
I'm sure we'll hear a bit about what happened in ice hockey last year later. But a last-minute winner there, do you think similar drama could follow here?
Well, it always is a dramatic game. I mean, just the kind of sport it is, the crowd get very, very involved and everyone's very up for it. And as a finale, you can't ask for anything better. Let's just hope it's as close as last year, because it'll be a cracking event.
Absolutely. And Joe, we've talked about the gap. We've talked about the fact that this fixture isn't quite as meaningful as it once was last year. Obviously, it opened Varsity next year. But do you think the players will care that it won't have the same importance maybe this year?
I think Varsity's already sewn up, so I think this is just one for the fans, I think.
Okay, and we're just going to find out a bit more about the people who've been covering Varsity actually behind the scenes. So check this.
One word to describe Varsity. Filling.
Relentless.
Stressful.
I think my one word I'd use to describe Varsity is loud.
Mental.
Universal.
Biscuits.
I think Varsity is great because it really requires a lot of effort, teamwork and sort of perseverance between both the on-air and off-air teams of the broadcasters.
It's been the most stressful 2 weeks or possibly months, I guess, of my life. But at the same time, it's been probably the most enjoyable.
When we're all in the production area, you cannot have a stable broadcast without biscuits to keep everyone adequately fed and entertained.
Totally takes over everything that you do, to the extent where every second of the moments that you're awake, you spend either thinking about how you're going to go on air, how you're going to broadcast, or what you're going to say.
So Varsity is one of my favourite times of year. It's great to kind of come together as Raw and WTV and support all of the sports clubs on campus.
We went to tennis, and that was a bit more stressful. Obviously, many things went wrong with that day.
WTV's iMac broke, and it wouldn't turn on. And the boys spent a good half an hour fiddling around with the power button, using different types of tape, from gaffer tape to electrical tape, trying to unstick the button. And I come back in from getting some food from Tesco, and I gently fondle the back of the computer, and you just get this boom noise from it, and everyone just looks over with this kind of like drop jaw expression, like, oh my god, I can't believe this has just happened.
Various broadcasts have ranged from 4 to 6 hours, and the amount of concentration you need over that period really tests the strength of your team in general.
When we do go live, it's the most amazing feeling you get, knowing that you're running the show.
It's been an incredible experience. It's also been challenging at some times because I'm always a presenter, so I'm sort of I'm in the frame, and the tech team are very stressed. And a lot of the time, you feel like if you're in that situation, the tech team just want you to sort of stand there and get out of the way.
One of the most enjoyable experiences I think I've ever had at university. The pressure really gets to you, and it's quite enjoyable, and it makes you really focus on what you need to do.
I think there's something beautiful about being able to do what you want as a career, just going to sporting events and covering them, actually not being paid to do it, but just being able to have that opportunity and being able to go down there and feel like you're being a Jake Humphrey or a Gary Lineker. Just having that experience is one of the best things I've ever done in my life at university.
Varsity's been a great load of fun this year.
Yay, Warwick.
Okay, thank you. And well, I'm joined as before by Joe Walton. And Joe, we're a big fan of the spectacle at Varsity. It's something that we like to talk about, and what a privilege it is to be here. There's so many fans at ice hockey. It's probably the most attended event of the whole of Varsity. What's it like to be here as media for you, and what kind of atmosphere do you think is going to be out here today, and how will it affect the players?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you can hear on the other end, but it's so loud out here. It's almost packed out. I think there's more fans coming in, so I can definitely see this being an absolutely amazing event to watch. As the media, you're part of it, so it's just I mean, I'm overwhelmed at the moment. I'm sure when I look back on it, it will be a lot more special than in the moment.
And we talked about the netball before. I mean, I think we can compare this to the netball, because obviously being there live when Warwick did win Varsity, being below actually the balcony of 200 fans, I dare say there's quite a few more than 200 people in the stadium today, or in the arena. So what are your thoughts on the way that the crowd can almost influence the players, and the way the crowd almost play up to Varsity and play up to the kind of atmosphere of the whole event?
Oh yeah, with Varsity already sewn up on Thursday, I think because the players play on the same team normally, not something that normally happens in Varsity, then they're just going to go out there and give these fans a show. The fans are going to give these players such a lift. They're just going to want to go out and please every single one of these fans. And at the moment, they're reacting great to the MC on the tannoy, and it's just going to be amazing when that first goal goes in, I feel.
Absolutely, it has a bit of the feel of it, almost of a big event, of a football match with the whole spectacle of it. So a buzzword for today, really. But what do you think? How do you think it's going to really implicate on Warwick with the fans cheering them on? Do you think that the fact that the fans are there? We heard the basketball in particular was a big one. The women's side came out. They won for Warwick by a massive margin. But then when the men's team came out, it seemed like the Coventry fans really got behind the team a bit more, and that completely changed the outcome. Do you think the fans could actually change the result here today?
Maybe. I mean, I was a bit disappointed. I want to go out there and say I was a bit disappointed with the Warwick fans at the basketball. They were being a bit quiet. I did my best to try and gee them all up, but they just didn't respond. So yeah, I think the Coventry fans at the basketball did out-cheer our fans. So hopefully everyone seems up for it that I've seen come into the rink. So hopefully they can play a big part, and Warwick can maybe get a comfortable victory, but a late winner would be absolutely fantastic once again.
Yeah, absolutely, and really hard to divide these two teams actually. They're going to be playing, they play in the same league actually together, they play in the same squad. Normally with Varsity there's a very confrontational mentality. Normally it's very much us and them, but these guys who are out there today, they're going to be in a bit of a different situation considering they're normally teammates.
Oh yeah, but playing in a team, a rugby team myself, I've gone back to teams I used to play for, and you hit harder, you tackle harder, you play harder. Just because it's your friends, you want bragging rights against your friends. So if they can go back to when they come back together in a squad and say that they won their varsity fixture, that's going to be such bragging rights for one of the teams.
And do you expect it to be close as a result of that, or do you think it might be a one-sided thing if one team really gets on top early?
I think it would be quite close, considering they're in the same team normally, so you'd expect them to be of similar ability in the same squad.
Okay, absolutely. And Varsity really is an event of the people. So now it's time for you, the people, to find out how you can follow the Varsity as it goes on live on social media and on the internet.
Follow Varsity 2015 no matter where you are. Watch live coverage of selected events from Warwick TV's YouTube channel on your mobile, tablet and laptop, plus highlights from several fixtures will be available on demand. On radio and online, listen to Raw 12:51am for live commentary in the latest updates. The Ball will provide live blogs from a number of fixtures online, as well as a review of every fixture, and follow the conversation on Twitter using the hashtag WarwickVarsity.
Now, okay, so it is time now to pass on to our commentators, Harry Davies and Fraser Bernstein, for what will be an unforgettable finale to Varsity 2015, I'm sure.
Yes, thank you very much, Tim Arstor. My name is Fraser Bernstein. I'm your main commentator of this event. I'm joined by Harry Davies, my co-commentator, who has made the somewhat long journey down to the commentary box from the studio. It's an absolutely electric atmosphere here at the Coventry Sky Dome as the minutes are slowly ticking down to the beginning of the end of this year's Varsity 2015 series between Warwick and Coventry in what is the ice hockey finale. As Tim has already mentioned, Warwick have officially won Varsity for the 25th year in a row, and we'll be hoping to really stamp their authority in this game, cement their place as Varsity winners. For Coventry, on the other hand, well, it's more of a matter of pride for them and their team. We'll be looking to send the Coventry supporters home happy and with a victory to savour, having experienced what is becoming an all too familiar feeling as losers to Varsity once again. So with Harry by my side, we're going to take a quick look at the team lineups before the match gets underway. And starting with Warwick, we've got captain Josh Holly, who will be looking to lead Warwick to victory. Harry, do you think in some sports, being the captain in football, for example, isn't really much of an issue? Do you think in ice hockey is going to be
well, it is crucial in a sport like this. I think leadership is so important in such a hot-tempered game. You need a calm, cool and collected leader, and hopefully Josh Holly can be that today for Warwick.
Absolutely. So moving down the team list, we have Jacob Engström, Jake Patterson, Ben Swan, and also Dan Harrison, who is the goaltender, not the goalkeeper.
Got to use correct terminology, haven't we? Yeah.
Indeed.
He was superb 2 years ago, and he really is a crucial player for Warwick. I mean, especially with their slightly depleted squad. If Warwick are going to get a result here, Dan Harrison's going to have one hell of a game.
And now onto the Coventry lineup, and the main team player is really Luke Brittle, who has GB experience at under 18 and under 20 level. So Harry, I'm assuming you must think he's a really key player for Coventry.
Oh yes, I think he's similar to how Dan Harrison's the key man for Warwick, in my opinion. I think Luke Brittle's the guy who could decide the game for Coventry if he comes through with a big performance. He's a goal threat, and if he can get his way past Harrison, it could be bad news for Warwick.
Absolutely. So with the team lineups out of the way, once again, it's such a great atmosphere, isn't it, Harry?
Oh, it is. I think everyone's absolutely buzzing. I mean, it's an electric atmosphere, really. I mean, I think you can hear the crowd chanting over here. We can barely hear ourselves talk. It's that loud. It's absolutely incredible.
Being involved with Varsity from the media side of things has been such a great experience. But this is something else. It really, really is.
Oh yeah. I think the people are settling into their seats. I think where the teams are about to come out, and the noise is really going to go up a level in a second or two.
It's almost like a cauldron of noise, isn't it? Really,
it is,
it's with the fans so close to the ice. You know, it really is. It's a wall of sound for the players.
Yeah. I think it's this is what university sports, all about. I think that for the players, absolutely incredible stuff to experience this.
I completely agree, Harry. I mean, university sport in general is very different in America, actually. Obviously, ice hockey being a predominantly American and Canadian sport. I mean, Michigan University, for example, has a stadium over 100,000 seats, would you believe, for university games. And obviously, this isn't quite the same attendance, but the atmosphere itself is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, that's brilliant! So much pride, so much pride at stake in this one. I mean, Varsity may be over from Coventry and Warwick's point of view in terms of result, but pride is still very important. Ice hockey's always won which is crucial, I think, to a lot of people. It's one that everyone looks forward to, and it's going to be a cracking event.
Indeed. Obviously, with Coventry having lost again, it's once again it is a matter of pride, as you say. I think they'll be really going for putting a little bit extra incentive, to really send the Coventry supporters home happy.
Well, that's the thing. Like ice hockey is normally one of Coventry's traditionally strong sports, but that's not necessarily been the case this year. Many of the sports you traditionally give to Coventry have not gone their way. And if ice hockey, like last year, was the first time Warwick had won in a number of years, if that could happen again, it really would symbolise a swing in the momentum when it comes to ice hockey at Varsity.
Indeed. As the ice sweeper makes its way, we don't know what that is called. We have no idea.
Yeah, we must apologise to our viewers for not knowing the correct terminology for it. But the ice is looking slick. It's looking very clean. I think it's going to be a great surface to play on for the teams.
Obviously, the teams are warming up earlier, and both teams look very well drilled. As Tim mentioned, we have quite an unusual situation in the fact that when they're playing in the Bucks League, they actually play on the same team. Do you think that's going to have an impact on the way they play and the way they approach the game?
Well, it creates an interesting dynamic, doesn't it? I think there may be some personal grudges which could be settled tonight. I mean, it'll be very, very interesting to see. I mean, I think every player knows each other's games so well. It really makes for high-quality hockey and a real interesting tactical game.
Indeed. The Warwick mascot there, really doing his best to get the crowd involved.
He's getting the crowd going. The crowd seem to be responding well. The noise is just getting louder and louder, and this is what it's all about.
Oh, really?
I think cannot recommend this event highly enough to anyone.
Face-off cannot come soon enough. I'm thoroughly excited.
Yeah.
I really, really am. So in case listeners don't know, the way ice hockey is set out, it's 3 periods of 20 minutes each. And if you hear cries of fight, 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 fighting in ice hockey it's almost expected, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's part of the game. I think you often have players who go out specifically to get in fights, to get rid of key players.
It's incredible.
I think further gets the crowd going. I'm absolutely sure we'll see a few punches thrown tonight. Hopefully no one will be hurt and it will be in good nature, good spirit.
Yeah.
And of course, if you get involved in a fight, it often results in a 5-minute major penalty.
Indeed.
Which can result in a massive swing of momentum if one of the key players gets themselves involved in something they shouldn't.
Absolutely.
I think the team that stays most disciplined, given the circumstances and the scale of the event, will likely be the one who comes out victorious.
Indeed. I remember last year, Warwick really let their discipline go. Actually, we were doing very well in the first period or so, and then second period, really, Coventry came out all guns blazing and really took the game away from Warwick. I finished 4-3, I think I recollect, but I think discipline in this game in particular is absolutely vital.
Well, I think especially for Warwick, given the circumstances of their team, they've got a much smaller squad than Coventry this year, which has its advantages in terms of getting all the players involved and having no one kind of sitting out for long periods of time. But the speed of substitutions in hockey and the pace of the game means it is very, very difficult to keep it up without making regular substitutions. So, and especially if players start getting sin-binned or into the penalty box, it could be a major problem for Warwick because they won't be able to defend power plays quite so effectively.
Absolutely. So just to mention one of the, give a bit of a case study about one of the players, Liam Martin. So he's top scorer with 11 goals in 7 games, who's played roller hockey for 11 years, mainly for Wigan. And when you're a player like that, you're really hoping he'll be on top form for Warwick.
Yeah, I think it's a cliche, but you need your big game players coming out in these kind of situations, and I think Liam Martin could be one of them for Warwick. And these kind of players, if they come through with big performances, it will make a massive difference to the outcome of the game.
Absolutely. As the MC, again, doing a great job getting the crowd going. I can't emphasise enough how fantastic it is to be here. If you're listening in and thinking, why didn't you buy a ticket, you should be asking yourself that, because it really is a very unique atmosphere for university sports.
It's well worth it. You see graduates coming back for this event. I mean, that's how good it is. It's an incredible event. The atmosphere is amazing. Hopefully our coverage can convey some of it over to you listening in or watching. But really, there's no substitute for being here in person. It is incredible.
It really is. Yeah. The standard opposition between Warwick fans and Coventry fans is to be expected, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll hear a few chants that maybe The age-old word of banter. I think you know there'll be some chat flying about, but it's all good natured and it'll be good fun, I believe.
We will try and censor anything out which isn't radio broadcastable. I'm sure it will all be lovely. I really do. I believe the players will be facing off any minute now as the ice is finally prepared. Mexican wave.
Yeah, first sign of the Mexican wave, which is always a good sign that the crowd are getting involved in that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
We'll keep you posted on that.
I'm sure it won't be a dull game. I'm absolutely positive these two teams are going to go right for it, right from the off. I must say, Harry, I mean, to me, ice hockey has never been a huge thing I've taken an interest in. But, I mean, have you got any past experience with ice hockey at all? Or?
Well, I mean, when I was younger, I used to go watch the mighty Slough Jets,
of course,
my local team, a number of years ago. And it really is a great sport to go and watch. I mean, especially as I was a young 8-9-year-old, it's a really friendly atmosphere, but there's an edge to it, which, naturally appeals to anyone watching sports. What we all love about it, isn't it? And, you know, it really is a very underrated sport, I believe. And I think it's something that hopefully will grow and grow in the coming years, because not only is it a great spectator sport, but when we first came in, we saw some young 7-8-year-olds playing some mini games, and the quality was very, very impressive, I thought. I mean, I don't know about what your opinion was it, but
I thought it was great. I mean, I remember there was that one little kid, number 37, I remember, who was honestly, it was absolutely incredible. He scored an absolutely wonder goal, didn't he? You know, dribble past about two players and slot it around the keeper, and I think that's great as well. Ice hockey doesn't really get much coverage in the UK at all, really, especially compared to the likes of football. But I must say, doing some research on this sport a few days ago, I mean, looking at the highlights of certain games, it's an incredibly fast-paced game.
Oh, yeah.
End to end doesn't quite cover it. End to end doesn't quite cover it. It really is just.
It's unbelievable. The pace of the game is unmatched. I don't think any sport can match it for how quickly the puck moves around. It really is incredible. The quality of the athletes who play this sport is simply remarkable. I mean, I think many of us will know how difficult it is to ice skate. I mean, let alone try and control a puck and score goals. It's amazing. The physicality as well. Some of the hits we'll see tonight, we'll feel them up here in the gantry. It really, really is impressive.
They will shake around the arena. I'm absolutely positive of it. The crowd are really getting pumped. Oh, there's the Coventry mascot as well. Is that a chicken?
It looks like the Nando's chicken to me.
You know what? You're right.
I think
it must be.
I mean,
wow. What a great.
I'm interested to keep an eye on this mascot matchup. We've got the Warwick Bear coming against apparently the Nando's Cockerel, who's representing Coventry. It's going to be interesting to keep an eye on, but I'm sure the game will keep us plenty occupied.
A little bit of side action never hurt anybody.
Yeah,
I felt. Here we go. The referees making their way out onto the pitch to very dramatic music, I must say.
Oh, the DJ's absolutely smashing it out of the park.
Some of the song choices have been spot on, I have to say.
Yeah. The referees, I mean, the job the referees done really can't be underestimated here.
Absolutely.
I mean, trying to keep up with this game, the amount of hits that are going on and all that kind of thing, it really is amazing.
Yeah, as the players have made their way out onto the ice, greeted by a raucous of cheers and boos of equal measure, really.
Oh.
We have Matty Consala there.
The Warwick boys look up for it here.
Number 24 for Warwick. Actually from Finland, would you believe it? Matty Consala, who's one of our top defensemen, so hopefully he'll be putting in a good shift today.
He's a very, very physical player. He's going to let the Coventry boys know that he's there. They'll know about number 24 by the end of the game. They won't forget him.
As the Coventry players make their way out.
I must say, you can hear more boos and cheers.
I was about to comment, you could definitely hear more boos and cheers there. So perhaps there's a slight outnumbering in Warwick fans here. Or maybe they just have a bit more passion, who knows?
Maybe. I think Warwick fans have represented themselves well early on. Let's hope it continues. And
the impact of the fans, it really can't be underestimated. And in a game of this magnitude as well, it really is. It's like a derby day. It really is. So I think the fans will definitely help in swaying the momentum.
Yeah. the fans get so into the ice hockey. That's the brilliant bit about it. I think more than anything else, the atmosphere cannot be underestimated. I mean, we do feel like we're repeating ourselves here, but at the same time, it's such a valid point.
Yeah.
That the atmosphere as a spectator sport is absolutely superb.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It really is. It's absolutely fantastic. I think it's a real credit to both universities as well. It really is.
I think every year, obviously you have the fights, you have the moments, like any sporting event, but it's always played in the right spirit.
If you're not already doing so, could I please ask you to stand for the national anthem?
It's the national anthem now we played across the Tannoy.
They won't be able to hear this.
Okay. Crowd really giving it their all there. National anthem. I don't know if any listeners can quite catch the lovely tuneful singing of the crowd here.
Did a good job there.
Real passion. This is what it's all about.
Quite brilliant rendition of the national anthem from the crowd there. They really went for it.
That was truly touching, it really was. And listeners at home who couldn't quite catch that, that was a national anthem being played.
Now's when the tension really builds up, I think.
Again, the choice of song, Space Jam, the Space Jam theme tune, that's absolutely fantastic. That's made my night already. I will go home happy whatever happens now.
Two teams just having a little huddle up against the goal now. I think this is really important. Kind of get their tactics straight, kind of get their heads in the game, make sure they're mentally prepared for the challenge ahead, because it's going to be an absolutely draining 60 minutes ahead for these guys.
Final preparations here for both teams. I must say, with no bias intended, but Warwick really do like a very passionate unit. Getting very close in the huddle.
The one thing you do notice though is the size of the squad straight away. Coventry do have a lot bigger squad.
And you've got to say, that's really going to have an impact, surely, on the fitness.
Well, I think early on maybe less so, but as the game goes on, it could become really important. I think the Warwick boys' conditioning is going to be really tested.
The face-off is only moments away. Checking out the goaltenders already. Here we go, and they've kicked off. Face up, I should say.
Oh,
there's already an early save there.
Harrison doing well there.
Again, proving his worth to the Warwick team. As Warwick quickly break down the other end.
It's Brittle.
Coventry stolen the ball, put back.
Oh,
another good save from Harrison.
That's that key battle we were talking about already showing itself. We're only 10 seconds in.
Indeed. Well, a big hit there.
It's Luke Brittle early on showing his class.
Warwick in the opposing third. Stolen back by Coventry.
There's a counter-attack on it, 2-on-1.
It's a 2-on-1. They should surely make this count.
Goes
for goal.
The pass was on. You've got to square it there.
Yeah, slightly selfish play.
I believe it's icing. They're breaking the play. An early, action-packed early start. Coventry
it really is.
Getting opportunities on the counter-attack, which has got to be a concern for Warwick early doors. Ferreira, the captain's already starting to look dangerous, as well as the aforementioned Brittle looking lively early on, and I think that's something Warwick need to keep their eyes on. It's a dangerous face-off here.
Face-off in the Warwick third. Still not clear.
Oh,
and it's in. It's an early goal. 53 seconds in to Coventry.
That's really disappointing from the Warwick perspective. It's always so dangerous when you get yourselves into a situation through icing where you're having a face-off so close to your own goal. You lose it, you're in trouble. And that's exactly what happened there to Warwick. A disastrous start for Warwick. But Coventry will be absolutely ecstatic with that.
Number 68 was the score. Josh Williams there, finishing off very well. And Warwick could really do with a quick response here. They haven't really been in the game at all so far. It's Coventry making their way down. Stolen back by Warwick. Another big hit.
Another
bit of afters as well.
Patterson returns the favour. And again, Josh Williams.
That was absolutely crunching. Warwick.
Hiscock.
Another foul there.
There's trouble here.
There's already a bit of
first sign of a little bit of something about it. The gloves have come off, but it doesn't appear to be a fight. And it appears that Hiscock is going to find himself in. Oh no! Was it? Pair of them.
Let's see
what the referee's going to do here.
Yeah. I think it's just a gentle chat, is it? No.
Hiscock and Williams both find themselves in the penalty box here. So that'll put each team down to 5 players each, 4 on the 4 outfielders. This is a crucial period here because Coventry, as we've said a few times now, Coventry with those extra players will be at an advantage here in these situations.
Warwick could really do as many players as they can on the pitch, on the ice. Yeah, obviously with a smaller squad.
I believe it's going to be minors for both players. I mean, we need to have that confirmed. Yeah, it's been confirmed now. So that's 2 minutes out for both players. I mean, ultimately, at least both players coming out kind of mitigates the damage somewhat.
Indeed. But it makes the game almost even more open, doesn't it, Harry?
And we're off again.
It's Warwick win the face-off. Ooh, not quite. Lofted pass there. Down into the Coventry third. Coventry make their way down.
Ooh.
Bit of a tasty tackle there.
Forever.
Face a shoot.
Ooh.
Didn't quite gather it in.
Oh, it's another goal.
It is already 2-0.
It's Luke Brittle. This has been an absolutely horrible start for Warwick.
2-0. Luke Brittle showing his class once again.
Did just a superb job there of going round the net. Harrison was unsighted, couldn't see it coming, and just slots it in on the inside corner. It's an absolutely brilliant finish, but Warwick have got to get their heads in the game here.
They have come out. They're just not awake, are they?
No, it's been a slow start, but you know, this is a game of momentum, and Warwick need to swing it quickly. Otherwise, it's going to become a big problem.
They really need to stem this side. It's Coventry once again.
Oh, what a goal!
What a goal! And what a steal!
That is absolutely superb work from Engstrom. He was identified before the game as one of the key players for Warwick, and he has done absolutely brilliantly.
He's been in scintillating form recently, and he's proved that again with. I think there was nothing on there.
There was nothing on it. It looked like Coventry had the situation under control, and he was more alert, sloppy defending, brilliant play.
Warwick, that's exactly what Warwick needed. A quick reply to make it 2-1 here in this first period.
That's exactly what Warwick needed.
Again, Warwick winning the ball.
It's an early.
Oh, it's flashing narrowly wide. Captain Polly there, flicking the puck around the eyes. As Coventry take it, currently in the neutral zone, passing nobody there. Coventry making a space out here on the right-hand side. The shot.
Oh, great save from Harrison.
Save from Harrison.
That's what they need from him today.
Oh, miscontrol there.
Looks like
from the captain, Josh Oldie. I mean, I think basic errors can't really happen like that. And Warwick still have possession here in the final third. Stolen back there by Walker from Coventry.
Oh, Engstrom does well there. Oh,
using his body well. A big 50-50. Who's going to win it?
Good play from Engstrom.
Comes out on top. It's quickly won back by Coventry though. Right, it's Warwick taking their time here as a player.
It's a nice play from Donaldson.
Patterson straight onto the ice. First chance.
Oh,
not his first goal.
Keeper's done very well there. Alex Young in goal.
Great save.
He secures the puck, resulting in a face-off.
Electric start from Patterson though, who, you know, being the number 9. I know it's not quite the same as football, number 9, but really, yeah, he's really looking to get as many goals as possible. And actually,
playing in that centre position is so crucial.
It's the face-off. Coventry.
That
completely upended there. It's still flying around up there.
Donaldson's fighting hard for that puck.
There's real determination here. Warwick after a sloppy start, and they're in on goal. And
Oh,
he's skied it. It's over the bar.
That's a great opportunity there.
He really, no composure, you have to say. That's Consala, big number 24. Off his head, off the helmet.
Williams with the counter attack. Whoa!
And clean.
What a hit from Williams. I mean, he left the ball, but puck, sorry, but yeah.
He completely cleaned them out, didn't he? And
another big hit.
Another bit of after.
It's starting now. It's really starting to get an edge to it.
Up. The ice is going to be melting. It's getting so hot in here. Patterson, nice little layoff there. Warwick, Coventry in the Coventry third. Oh, he flashes past the top left corner. Again, good effort. It's all Warwick at the moment, Harry.
Warwick really have got the momentum right now, and as we said, this is so crucial. If they need to make this count, though.
They really do.
Both teams are now back up to their full supply of players after those minor penalties.
So penalty time is over. Back to 5 players on each side. Outfield players, I should say. There's Engstrom doing his best. Bit
good
deflected,
effort.
Just wide.
Backs against the wall for Coventry at the moment.
It really is.
There's going to be icing on here, I believe. Yeah. This is an opportunity here for Warwick, though. As we saw, Coventry's first goal came from an icing situation.
Indeed.
That's why it's so dangerous to give away that issue. If Warwick can manage to win this face-off, they could be a good opportunity on here for the boys.
Can Warwick capitalise on this? The straight back, the shot, and it flashes wide. Real power in that shot.
Really is one-way traffic.
Still Engstrom. Engstrom, no, crowded out there on the edge of the box. Edge of the goal, I should say. Ben Swan there. Doing really well there, keeping his composure as he makes his way down to the Coventry third.
It's a great run. Great run.
Fantastic run. Lays off Ollie. Coventry fans are really picking up their voices now.
Yeah.
Warwick need to respond.
Warwick need to make this count, though. It's like any sport. If you have periods of dominance, you've got to make it count for something, and it really, really is crucial that Warwick's got to get a goal soon.
Ferrara's gone off to the... No.
I believe we got a penalty.
It was a penalty.
Yeah, it's a penalty for Coventry. That's crucial. That's their captain gone.
It should be now a 2 minute. Yeah.
Let's see if Warwick can make this power play count.
The 2 minute penalty there for Coventry. So Warwick now have the numerical advantage. Win the face off. Coventry get that puck down into the Warwick third. Great body strength there from both players. And Warwick come away with the ball, the puck, sorry. That's funny, yeah. So who's commentating on football?
I believe that's going to be icing again. Again, this power play is so crucial. That extra man has got to count. And of course, if Warwick were to score, the extra man comes straight back on. So,
however, if Coventry score, the power play carries on.
I believe so, yes.
Face off here in the Warwick third. Luke Brittle.
Brittle.
Mesmerising hockey stick control there. That was fantastic. Didn't quite work out for him this time though. Warwick is biding their time there. Patient play. Hasn't worked out. Coventry steal it back. Luke Brittle at the heart of things. A great centre as well. Nobody in there to tap it in. Somebody needs to take a gamble on that. Again, Brittle really dictating play.
It's funny how the game works. As soon as they've lost that extra man, Coventry's control of the game has actually improved. It's amazing.
The puck retention, I think, has definitely improved. Good save.
Good claim. Held on to it well there, Harrison.
Great save. Harrison, again, really, continuing on from his last year's and the year before Varsity's form. It's just, fantastic keeping. It really is.
It really is, yeah. So the crowd are really getting into it now, and I think we're seeing the players respond to that. Those big hits are starting to happen more and more. And it's just going to get better and better as the game goes on.
Getting face off in the Warwick third. One by Coventry. Slight slip there from the Coventry player. Warwick make their way down into the Coventry,
2-on-1
Coventry third. The shot, again, narrowly wide. Engstrom really proving his class there. Didn't quite work out for him that time either.
It's great work again from Engstrom. Time and again, he's winning the puck back for Warwick.
He's putting himself about really well. Warwick still right behind the Coventry net. Lays it off. Swan! Missed, just missed. There's a fusion there.
I believe secured by the goaltender.
Goaltender has made a save there.
Great work from Alex Young actually there to claim that. It's extremely tricky when the puck's so close to you to let alone saveable, but hold on to result in a stoppage of play where you can regroup defensively.
We haven't seen much of Josh Holly as yet, the captain of Warwick. He's going drifting in and out of the game at the moment.
I think Warwick will be hoping his influence grows as the game goes on.
So there from Engstrom, gets straight back up. Big hit! What a hit! Letting him know he's there.
Williams there, he's a very physical player, Josh Williams. You can see that immediately, and he's really put himself about well.
Looking at the clock there. The power play is about to end. And it has ended for Warwick. They didn't quite make that count. Still, they were hoping to carry on this momentum. It's Ben Swan again putting himself about. I must say, Warwick have been very physical.
Very, very physical, doing a great job.
Oh, cheeky effort.
A speculative effort.
Very Tim Donison there. Very cheeky. This really is an electric game. End-to-end stuff. This is what the crowd love, and they're getting involved now.
It's a very finely balanced game with Coventry 2-1 up. Warwick need to equalise things soon. I think this period of dominance they need to take advantage of.
Coventry making that very fast start. Warwick replying straight away through Armstrong with a cheeky goal. Spied into the danger area. Cheeky effort again. And again.
Alex Young started the game very well, which is very important for Coventry, because traditionally Alex Harrison in the Warwick net is a great advantage for Warwick because he tends to outperform the Coventry keeper year on year, but the way Alex Young's started, it may not be the case this year.
So Alex Young, the starting netminder, is doing a very good job. A shot there from Donison, not quite working out. It's Coventry. Take the puck. It's a 2-on-1 again. It's a 2-on-1.
Streddle.
He's gone wide. We thought it was in. It's just.
I think half the crowd thought it was in as well. It was a great effort from Streddle.
Buckland from Coventry revs up.
It's a good save.
Good save again. Big hit from Consal. We were talking about that before the game. Number 24.
I believe it's delayed calling of a penalty coming. The referee's got his arm in the air, which signifies there's a penalty coming.
Okay.
I think it might be on Warwick.
It's Coventry doing a good job there. And it's in! It's got in! It's absolutely good. I was momentarily distracted there by the absence of the Coventry netminder, who doesn't seem to be on the ice anymore, but it didn't count for anything as Coventry put the puck in the net for a third time here at the Coventry Skydome.
It was a great pass across, and the finish, there was nothing Harrison could do in the Warwick net. 3-1.
Wow.
That really is disappointing.
It is
for Warwick.
raining goals here today.
It is. It's been an action-packed start.
I must say, it's been very high quality. It's like the finishing in particular. I think Engstrom for Warwick hasn't quite got his shooting boots on today. I mean, he's scored one, but he's missed a few, and he'll be really hoping to.
And of course, they go back to the penalty. So, let alone conceding a goal, Coventry now have a power play. It's a real opportunity for them to stamp their authority on this game.
It's a 5-on-4 from Coventry's in Coventry's favour. Bit of a bit of conversation with the referee here.
Wait for confirmation on how.
Umpire. Is it umpire or referee?
Sorry?
Is it umpire or referee, or is it just official? Which one is it?
We'll go. Should we go with referee?
Yeah, it's just
we'll
referee.
Go with referee. I think everyone can understand that one. We're waiting for confirmation over whether it's a minor or a major penalty. I think. Yeah, Warwick have called a timeout. I think it's the regroup after that little episode. I mean, it's. They really need to get themselves together because it's absolutely crucial they do not concede on this power play. Coventry will be licking their lips at how this opportunity is shaping up for them.
Warwick, we're on top.
It can be further. It's a 2 minutes. It's a minor penalty. So Warwick will be a man down for 2 minutes, and they're going to have to be very defensively together for these 2 minutes.
This is where all those weeks of training really comes in practice. So Warwick, a man down.
The amount of hours these players put into this sport is not a particularly renowned sport, as we've discussed. The amount of time and effort these players put in for nights like these.
Sorry to get you off there, Harry. It appears that they've actually got 5 players on each side, 5 out players, outfield players. So
must have been a change with that penalty decision,
Indeed.
Which is great news for Warwick because that was a dangerous situation.
Captain Josh Ollie striding down, cutting it back. Nobody there to lick up the pieces. Still, Warwick's possession of the puck. This is Ben Swan in his own third. Good pass. Fantastic vision.
Scored by number 68, Josh Williams.
Laid off.
Assisted by number 4.
It's another good save from Alex Young there.
Alex Young is doing a great job in the commentary net. He really is. Jacob Enstrong is proving influential. So that must be said. I think if there's going to be a goal from anywhere for Warwick, it's going to be from him.
He's the danger man for Warwick, and I think it's so crucial that he starts finishing off these chances.
Warwick shooting narrowly wide. Ben Swan picking up the pieces. Holly. Oh, he's deflected well over. There's a chance for Coventry to break. Oh, it's through the legs of his own player there. It's unfortunate. There's a real chance there for Dixon from Coventry.
Swan, he's having a good game in the defence.
Beautiful
for
play.
He's doing very, very well. Great play.
Taking it out of defence, striding emphatically into the Coventry third. And I assume that was a shot. It wasn't quite on target.
Not his best effort, but it was dangerous. He was getting a good amount of space there.
Here's Swan again. Deflected. Is there a chance? Oh, it's wide again. Not quite happening for Warwick in front of goal here. But they are putting on pressure. They really are. They're doing a great job in penning Coventry back in their own third. It's Hoddy, the captain. Oh, just wide again. Once again, Ben Swan on the other side there. Big hit. Swan doing his best there. Picked up by Zach Dean, number 34.
The referee stopped the play. There was a good period of pressure there for Warwick, though. They need to start making this count, though.
On comes
and it appears we've got a penalty coming, and it's Parker. Parker has picked up a penalty for Coventry.
Excellent. So that means
it's another power play opportunity for Warwick.
Power play indeed. As Patterson, Warwick's number 9, comes on. Hopefully he'll be racking up the goals in this game. We need him to. Currently 3-1 in Coventry's favour. After a very quick start, took them two goals up, and an opportunist strike from Engstrom, making it 2-1. Only for Coventry to double their lead, and they get 3-1. We are almost 10 minutes in to the first period here at the Coventry Ice Dome, Sky Dome. It's absolutely fantastic atmosphere.
This face-off is going to be particularly important for Warwick here.
Face-off in Coventry's third.
Referee's talking to Williams here. Here's his signal. Wait to see what happens with this.
Here we go.
Oh, it's another penalty by the looks of it. Or some kind of situation. Stobert's gone over to Stobert's joined. As,
the other Coventry player in the penalty box. And also a bit of a waste there from Warwick. Good strength from Donison. Does well there. It's Warwick's number 65. Racing round the back of the goal. Cuts back inside. Fooling the Coventry defender here. Lays off to Donison. Just for a shot.
Oh,
so
great
good
effort.
save again. Alex Young proving his worth to the Coventry team. Good chance for a layoff here.
Oh.
Not back inside. Again. Fantastic.
They just cannot get past Alex Young. He started the game absolutely superbly.
Incredibly. I mean, that one strike from Enstrong was the only time he's really... I mean, he had no chance really, did he, with that one either. Anything that's come his way since then, fantastic play from Alex Young. He really is
Yeah, so some players just rise up to these varsity occasions. Alex Young definitely seems to be doing that.
Some shy away from the pressure. He is rising to it. That round the rink didn't quite work there from the Coventry player. Still Warwick's puck. Oh, no, just losing out to the Coventry player there. I believe. Nope. Still Ben Swan on the ball, on the puck. Lays it off. It's Warwick. Down the right-hand side.
Great hit from Ferrara.
Hit against Engstrom. That was huge. That was absolutely
Swan tries
huge.
to get him back.
And he's through. Brittle. No, I didn't quite run for him. Oh, he's done him through the legs. Ferrara, number 87 Coventry, into the Warwick third. Nobody there to pick up the pieces. Oh, I'm losing my voice.
Intense stuff, isn't it?
It's incredible.
There's Ferrara showing his class there as the captain, really influencing the game there with a big hit, getting the crowd going for Coventry, which is so crucial, especially with Warwick dominating at the
Taylor
moment.
for Coventry, doing his best to shift the momentum in his side's favour. Engstrom putting himself about again, comes away with the puck. Good defensive work as well from the Warwick man. Now sweeping out play to the left-hand side. Cuts inside here. The captain, Josh Holly, makes his way in.
Oh, it's well
not
defended by
quite.
Hamilton of Coventry. He did very well there.
Referee's whistle's gone. So you have some changes here for the Warwick side. Ben Swan in defence had a cracking game, hasn't he?
He really is. Very physical play. He's really putting himself about. I wouldn't be shocked if we see him in the penalty box once or twice later in the game. But he's really doing a good job for the team.
He really is. I think whilst Warwick are 3-1 down, it would be unfair to blame it mainly on Warwick's mistakes. I think the quality of Coventry's goals have been very, very high.
Yeah, definitely.
As Warwick make their way in to the Coventry third again. Yeah,
it's great.
Again. Spread himself
save.
so well. Just huge, made himself huge there.
The kind of athletes these goaltenders are, the netminders, they're just absolutely remarkable. They're big, big guys, and the way they get down and move themselves around, you look at it and you think it's a small goal. How hard can it be? But it really is extremely difficult to get themselves.
These players are good enough to find the gaps in the defence, should you give them one. As Patterson here for Warwick, contesting the face-off. He wins it, but the second puck isn't quite won. Coventry have a chance here to really try and stamp their authority in this game again.
Warwick did a great job there getting the defensive shape into place.
Warwick tidy up again in defence. Coming away with the puck here.
A bit of fancy footwork there from Martin. It's still going.
It's gone. Oh, would have been a phenomenal goal. Didn't quite work out from a great play. Liam Martin there, the top scorer with 11 in 7. Haven't seen much of him yet, have we?
No, he's not quite got his influence on the game, but I suspect that's because Coventry are trying to mitigate him in this game, trying to kind of put him to the side. They've done a good job of it so far, but hopefully as the game goes on, his influence can grow. There was a sign there, though, that he's getting involved more and more.
That's a good save again. Coventry do well there. Ben Swan in a better position there.
They've got another icing call.
Another icing call indeed.
It really seems to be that Coventry are focusing on the counter-attack here. That's the way they're getting Warwick. They're very, very good defensively. For all the pressure they're holding up, they've done well defensively, and their goaltenders obviously done a great job.
Soaking it up like a sponge, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Jonathan, number 18, tries to just flick it in there to the danger area. Didn't quite work out again. Jonathan winning the puck back, only for it to fall to another Coventry defender. They play the ball down their right-hand side. Now Warwick's left-hand side, but ooh, big hit again.
Good hit from Buckland.
Goodness me. That one's going to hurt in the morning. Ben Swan again, good play there. Engstrom just putting himself about so well. It's such a physical game. The upper body strength is incredibly important here. Engstrom with a bit of space to manoeuvre in now. Into the Coventry third. As a goal! It's got in! Incredible scene! What a goal! 3-2.
That was liquid ice hockey from Warwick there, you may say.
Liquid, in the words of Adam Partridge, that was a liquid ice hockey. Phenomenal stuff. And the Warwick fans go crazy. Great stuff here. They pulled a goal back. They've reduced the deficit by half. Coventry leading 3-2.
The vision of the pass there was nothing short of superb, and you need a finish of that quality to be Alex Young tonight, and it's a great effort from Warwick there.
I do expect Alex Young won't be particularly happy with that one, considering some of the saves he pulled off today. That wasn't the hardest one to save, was it?
No, it wasn't, but it's one of those things, pressure builds. You keep firing off those shots, he will miss one eventually. He is only human after all.
Indeed. Engstrom, buoyed by... Oh, it's just gone round the post. Incredible stuff. It's Coventry, look to break. Oh, good interception there. So crucial. Ferrara was in there for Coventry. That was a great interception. Engstrom taking a well-deserved break, I think.
Yeah, he had a good shift in there for that little period, and he's done very, very well.
Got a brace of goals in this Warwick 2015 varsity match here against Coventry. It's Ferrara just biding his time there. Get a pass to nobody there. Not clever play indeed. As Warwick capitalised now, striding into the Coventry third. Hasn't, again, not making it count. Brittle, under 18 and under 20. Great British international, really showing his class there. Getting himself out of a sticky situation. He's won it back. It's Patterson, Warwick's number 9. Round the outside, he's been in one man. Can he centre it? Again, good defending from Brittle though. And it, oh, a shot in.
Great opportunity there. Unlucky not to score.
Another shot from Warwick deflected, or well blocked, I should say. Patterson putting himself about. He's doing well since he's come on. Shifted out right to the right-hand side. Oh, bit of an air shot there from Smith.
Worked out well for him though, but
yeah, got away with that one there. Number 4 for Coventry, Smith. He's going to remember that one tomorrow, isn't he? He's going to get rid about that by various people. As Warwick with the ball back, with the puck back with Ben Swan. He's in. Oh, he's just wide. Perhaps showing why he's a defender, not a forward.
Bit of a case of vertigo. Got a bit high up the pitch there.
He did, didn't know what to do with himself, did he? It's a very unusual position for him to find himself in. As Donison comes on now for Warwick. And this game's really got a nice ebb and flow to it, hasn't it? I still feel it's mostly Warwick dominating the play in Coventry's third.
Coventry looks so dangerous.
Eagle!
On the break, though.
Oh, he's just gone wide. Sorry to cut you off there, Harry. Coventry really up against it. And really arm and neck there.
Up against the board there. Never a pleasant place to be.
Indeed. Zach Dean there, putting himself in. Using his skates well.
Yeah, the game seems to be taking quite a clear pattern actually. Warwick, most of the possession of the puck, but Coventry looking so dangerous on the break when they get Brittle involved. He really is the key player, and Warwick haven't quite managed to get him under control yet.
As dangerous as Luke Brittle has been, I think Coventry still want to see a little bit more from him. He's been very in and out of this game when he's been on the ice. He's a face-off in Warwick's third. An innocent save there from the Warwick keeper. He's doing a good job there. It's fair to say he hasn't been troubled much at all since that third goal's been in.
Yeah, I mean, Dan Harrison really hasn't had a great deal of involvement in the game.
It's Warwick tidy up. And the captain, Josh Holly, he's on his way. He's on his way. There's the goal. And a big save again from Alex Young. And now Coventry on the attack.
Oh, great defence there.
Oh,
big
goodness me. Goodness me, that was an equivalent of a dumb tackle in rugby. I've never seen that before.
Flying by Buckland. I think there's a few verbals going along with it. I think we may see more of those two together later on.
That is a grudge there. He will not be happy with that challenge at all. It's Warwick still on the puck, looking for an opening. It's Engstrom again. Engstrom! It's level! It's 3-3. Incredible scenes.
What a brilliant goal from Engstrom there.
A hat-trick for a Jacob Engstrom. He's been in scintillating form recently, and he's proving it again here on the biggest of stages in this varsity encounter.
Absolutely remarkable work for him there. He seemed to be going nowhere. He was surrounded by Coventry players, managed to work his way through, and a top finish to finish it off. It was absolutely incredible work from him.
That gap was like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but somehow he found that needle. That's absolutely incredible.
Number 3 for Warwick University. It was an unassisted goal scored by number
Warwick,
23.
once again, they really are on the ascendancy now, having gone behind to 2 goals early on. They're now level at 3-3.
Bit of a penalty. Wait to see who it's against.
Wow. Jacob
Engstrom. I mean, before the game, Holly told us actually, before the game, he was the one to look out for, Engstrom, and he's sure proven it so far.
He's been in fantastic form today. It's Ben Swan. Looking around for the pass. Well played. Finds number 34, Zach Dean. Onto number 9, Patterson. Onto Eagle, onto Patterson again. Worked a little bit too far wide. The angle was against him there as he went for the shot. And Martin, number 16, is off. And that's well saved again. Coventry now looking to regain their early momentum. And a huge hit. And another one. My goodness me.
It's really hotting up in here.
That was absolutely incredible. That was a huge hit. gosh.
That one's going to be sore for a few days, I think.
I wouldn't
right up against the board. Those fans right next to behind the screen there.
They've got a great view of that, haven't they?
That's the kind of thing you get when you go to these ice hockey games. You really get a clear view of just how hard these hits are.
I mean, how hard these players are working as well. They are really putting their bodies on the line in
the
more
fitness
than one
required
way.
for this is absolutely staggering.
There's a face-off now. Warwick's third, won by Coventry. We have confirmation of a penalty. Liam Martin, the top scorer as well, out of action for 2 minutes now due to a minor penalty. That's Luke Brittle here. Picks a good pass. Hamilton. And nothing comes of it, but Luke Brittle again lurking around.
Coventry will really be trying to make this power play count.
And it's a miscontrol there. That's simply not good enough from Coventry. Now, can Warwick break? It's 2-on-2. Is Coventry trying to desperately regain numbers? He's put it in. Oh, right across the danger area. Just needed a touch. Just needed a touch. And Brittle now electrifying pace.
Swan says no, though. And there's no way past Swan today.
Like a Warwick Swan, wasn't he? Really? As well won there by Tom Hiscock, who, without mentioning him, he's just been putting a very good shift there. Number 55 for Warwick. Tom Hiscock has been fantastic.
He's flying under the radar somewhat. He's not quite so flashy as some of the other players, but he does some great work.
He does a very good job. Jonathan, number 18, comes on.
Joe and Ruby to stand by the ice, please. Joe and Ruby, stand by the ice, please.
Coventry now with Luke Brittle, number 77. England Youth International. That's a good save. He's really starting to get involved with the game now. Warwick just happy to clear their lines. Only 31 seconds of the penalty remaining. And Warwick just want to get through this as best they can. So they throw it back. Extra! Oh, goodness me. Another save from Alex Young. Not the most convincing of saves this time, but it does the job.
The pressure's starting to build. They just need to keep getting these shots off, and eventually they'll start paying off.
It's Warwick now looking to finish the half strongly. It's the end of the period. And the score is 3-3 in what has been a breathtaking period of ice hockey. Harry, your thoughts on the period?
It's been a great game so far. I mean, Coventry have kind of been soaking up a lot of pressure, but they look so dangerous on the break. It'll be really interesting to see how it goes on going forward, and if Warwick can keep this momentum going and make it tell.
Thank you very much, Harry. I'll let you go back to your punditry duties as well, and we're back with the commentary for the second period.
I think I'm staying.
Well done, buddy. Wow. Goodness me. Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
So much fun.
Oh my God.
I'm already knackered.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realise what time was. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Fraser. And what a half of ice hockey we were treated to. Warwick Joe going two goals down there really early on, and it looked like the game was getting away from them, then fighting back. And what did you make of that? An amazing atmosphere, an amazing sporting spectacle, but also the quality of ice hockey we've been treated to is absolutely outstanding. And what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, it's been a really exciting period. Warwick obviously having the less amount of players in their squad for this game, so I think they've set up tactically to break on the counter-attack. Cov have dominated, it has to be said. But I think, looking at the game, I think Warwick may have had more shots on the goal. The Coventry netminder has been absolutely fantastic form in this game and kept a lot of shots out. Some great shots to the top corners, but the netminder getting in the way. So yeah, Warwick, I think, are playing a tactical game where Coventry maybe just going all out attack. But hopefully it's 3-3. Warwick can develop on this counter-attacking game and come away with a win.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned a couple of individuals there, and it is time to reference some for Warwick, I think. Josh Holly in particular, the captain. We saw him really when things were going badly for Warwick early on. He called a timeout, he rallied everyone together, and then he picked up, I think it was the second goal to bring it back to 3-2, I think it was. Sensational effort from him, and a really impressive player very quickly.
Yeah, there's been a few standout players. Number 23, Engstrom, It's been really good, I think. So, yeah, plenty of players to step up for Warwick.
Okay, well, the 2014 ice hockey offered an unforgettable moment, so we're going to see some highlights of that now on your student radio station and Warwick TV.
Here we go. We're underway here. Immediately, number 26, Richard Belfield falls down, and Warwick coming forward now. Josh Holly plays it wide to the left. And that's the first chance created by Warwick. Getting really physical early on. Luke Brittle here. You can't let him have space like that. And he's missed, but only just. And now here's a real chance for Warwick. There is Richard Belfield. Richard Belfield for Warwick. And that's safe. But at the moment, it's face-off. Slater again at the forefront of Coventry. He's won quite a few of those 50-50 challenges. And Warwick here with a good opportunity. Here's Atkinson. Oh, that's a huge hit from Cousins. Biggest hit so far, I think, possibly of the evening. Players come out of it unscathed though. And here's a good chance here. One goal for Warwick. But it's flicked over the top of the bar. 15 seconds left to go in a power play. Can Warwick retain their two-goal lead? The second attempt. More pushing and shoving here. More pushing and shoving. Helmet's coming off. And this is getting heated. No love lost is what I said at the start. And that's being proved here. Number 52. Parkinson. And Holly with a chance, a good save from Alex Young. Fantastic save, Josh Holly. Acres of space, important save for Coventry. But bit of goal hanging from Olivia Mason there, but you can't play. He's still a good opportunity. And that's a real piece down properly. And they paid the price. So here's Zemler. Coventry, who's deceived so far. Dan Harrison punches that away, and that was coming. That has been coming. And it's Luke Brittle who's made the difference. 4-3 to Coventry to close range. Belfield off the post. Just for Eagle. Coventry just somehow just scrambling away. It's in! It's Richard Belfield! Unbelievable! He goes mad! Crashes into the boards in celebration. His teammates mobbing. An absolutely fantastic strike. There's a great opportunity here for Coventry. And a fantastic save by Dan Harrison. Squeeze across the goal mouth, and there's a chance for Tom Lilly, the captain, and he really could have finished that quite easily. Didn't fall from there. Marsden at the other end. Warwick have scored! That's come from nowhere! The crowd goes wild! From nowhere against the Warwick play! Warwick level again! And Coventry break away. And this is the thing, when Warwick attack, they have its place. They take great save from Harrison. Best save of the match so far. He is keeping Warwick level at the moment. Straight to Brittle. And you cannot give Luke Brittle. And that's it. It's a goal for Coventry. And Warwick have really thrown this away, because that was looking like a Warwick breakaway. Then suddenly Brittle had the ball, and it's later. Saunders. Now one is a fantastic shot at Warwick. It's in! Warwick have equalised! They have dug deep! They have equalised! Warwick 6! Coventry 6! There's still a long way to go!
What a game! Would you believe that? I said to you 2 minutes ago, we were going to be level. We were going to be going into overtime. We are there. We're 6-all. Boys, they're adoring fans.
And here's Marsland against Luke Brittle for the face-off. And
the 5v4 for the remainder of this game. The remaining game.
It's good! Scored for Warwick! Could that be it? And we won the ice hockey for the first time in years! Absolutely! Alex Young is crestfallen, he's down on his knees, he's gutted. I think Warwick have just won the ice hockey. 8 seconds left. Coventry coming forward, this is surely their last chance.
This is agonising.
One second. Won the ice hockey. Varsity 2014. A fantastic performance. They go mad. They go mob down. They all gather in the goal. Helmets strewn across the ring. Sticks absolutely everywhere. Coventry are deflated. They've lost for the first time in several years. You cannot understand how significant this is.
Yes, what a sensational opener to Varsity 2014 that was, and what a sensational finale to Varsity 2015 we could have on our hands. Varsity's already won by Warwick, but you never know, we could have a last-minute winner there, and what fantastic commentary by Isaac Lee and Joe, it's been such a close game. What do you think about the spectacle of ice hockey so far? I mean, we're seeing behind us actually our sports officer, Ruby Compton-Davies, trying to, slide in the puck. As we're hearing cheers actually, as the Coventry sports officer manages to get the puck in from the halfway line. What an amazing event this is, and a fitting way, do you think, to cap off ice hockey?
Yeah, it's been an amazing event to end on. I'm glad they changed it to the finale this year. I mean, just in that first break between periods there, we've seen everyone trying to entertain the crowd there. We've had the sports officers out there having little games between themselves. There's also, I think later, an audience participation event, which should be good. I mean, this is just amazing. I can hardly hear any questions you're asking. It's that loud.
Well, that is the atmosphere as it is. But we'll talk about some individuals from the first half, because there was a couple that really shone through. And as Harry mentioned in commentary, I believe it was Jakob Erngström that we highlighted before the game. Josh Holly, the captain, was adamant. He was in great form. He was going to show through. And he really is a classy player, isn't he? Left-handed. Shall we say Messi-esque, even if the analogy is fitting. Really close control of the puck on the rink. Right up against the boards, physical when he needs to be, and generally he's been the difference for Warwick, do you think?
Yeah, I think he's scored 2 unassisted goals, so that just shows his anticipation within the game. So yeah, he's read the game well. He's got in and around the Coventry players, and when they've made mistakes, he's been there to put it away. And when Warwick even do have a reduced squad, a lot less players than Coventry have, they need that player to be there and pick off all the mistakes Coventry make, because in the end I think fitness will be a factor, because Coventry are allowed to rotate their players a lot more than Warwick possibly can.
Absolutely. We should acknowledge that the Coventry squad is significantly bigger than the Warwick one, even though they do train together. Talking about another individual, Liam Martin, top scorer in the league for both Coventry and Warwick, obviously a shared team, 5 goals I believe. What a classy player he is as well. A neat bit of footwork we actually saw from him, a heel to heel at one point. So what impression are you getting of him as an individual, and ice hockey as a sport in general? It really is quite a technical sport as well as a physical one, isn't it?
Oh, it's so technical. If you look, they dribble the puck so close to their stick. I mean, the concentration as well. If they lose it for a second, that puck's going to slide away from them. Yeah, they've. It's actually quite good to see the tackles going in on each other. Considering they train together, maybe that would have been a reduced aggression, a reduced atmosphere in the game. But no, they've gone out there and they've really gone for it. And it's got the audience right behind each team every time a hard tackle goes in.
Absolutely, and I believe we can go to a ringside interview now.
Thanks, Tim. We're down by the side of the rink with Ruby Compton-Davies, Warwick's sports officer. You actually join us in the middle of a mascot race on the ice, where Warwick is comfortably ahead of Coventry's somewhat bizarre elephant mascot. But a few moments before, we had a bit of a penalty shootout with Ruby and Coventry sports officer Joe. Violent scenes here on the ice as the mascots get into a bit of a fight. But Ruby, how did that go for you the first period?
I think we were really, really good. Like, the guys went in, we're short bench, we got a few injuries, but we held our own, and as you can see from the score, we're very much in the game.
So we go into this game, and indeed the whole day, having already scored enough points to take the varsity title for another year. Surely you must feel more relaxed than you would do otherwise.
Definitely. I mean, we've absolutely smashed it this year. Like, what was that, 40 points difference or so? And it's just so nice that this is like a massive party to celebrate 25 years of winning varsity. So
still 2 periods still to go down here at Planet Ice Arena. I believe we've just won that mascot race, although slightly contentious potentially. But Tim, we'll go back to you ahead of the exciting second period still to come.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just watched a bear, a cockerel and an elephant have a fight on an ice rink, and that is not the most unusual thing I have seen across varsity. I think that really sums it up, Joe. What kind of fantastic treats do we think we have waiting for us in the second half? We've seen the spectacle here, but now we're talking about the way Warwick approach it. What do you think is going to be on their minds? Obviously, the pressure is really off them. The pressure is off really both players, because they're not really playing for anything that could influence varsity, but at the same time, there's a heck of a lot of pride that there's going to be out there for the victors.
Oh yeah, I think they're definitely playing for pride within their own team. As I said before the game started, they're playing for bragging rights basically. But I think Warwick have to go out there with a tactical mindset. I mean, they can't go out there and let the crowd gee them up too much, because they do. I mean, I keep going back to it, but they do have less players, and with Coventry being able to rotate all the time, eventually they're not going to be able to play at that high of intensity anymore, and it's going to show later on. So they have to play tactically.
Absolutely. And we've talked about the technical side of the game, but I think we do have to acknowledge the physical side of it, because I think it's fair to say that in writing his popular theory on state of nature, Thomas Hobbs was talking about ice hockey. It's been completely brutal out there, Joe. I mean, some of the punches being landed, it makes you wonder what really does, what you do really have to do to get a foul in ice hockey. So what has your impression been of the heavy-handed nature of the sport, watching it for a couple of quarters?
I think it's fantastic that it's allowed in the sport, because obviously sport is very, very passionate. I mean, playing rugby, I know I get very aggressive sometimes, and I'm not really allowed to show it on the pitch. But yeah, they're allowed to go out there, put in massive hits because they have so many pads on, and it's great to see the aggression in the game.
Okay, and I believe we're going to hand over to an interview now we have down at the touchline.
So I'm here with Josh here, men's first team captain for ice hockey. Nice for you to join us, Josh. Just a few brief questions. So what is varsity to you? Obviously ice hockey is going to be the finale this year. It's a big event, there's a really great atmosphere. What are your memories of varsity, and what does it really mean to you as a sporting competition?
Well, varsity is all the ice hockey, unlike other sports, is a combination of Coventry and Warwick. So we play against most of the players we play with on a day-to-day basis, train with. So it's quite good. It gets really competitive. Because we want to outbeat our teammates. So it's quite a good experience rather than sports don't have it, because we're a combination of the two units.
Yeah, and what should we be looking out for? And especially the question I do want to ask you is the impact of having media there, because we're quite good friends at Warwick Media with Alex Roberts, who's men's first team captain for football, and he in particular says that when we have all the cameras down and the radio commentary, that really plays an impact. And I know if you watch your game from last year, ice hockey's commentary was sensational. So is that something that psychologically is on the players' mind when they're on the pitch?
Yeah, we're playing quite a lot. I mean, the crowd itself, it's a bigger crowd because it's sold out. It's 4,000, 3,000, 4,000 people. So for the first couple of minutes, you're in awe, but then you get settled. Once you get settled, media coverage, it's always, I always like watching myself play. You highlight what you've done well, what you haven't done. So it's quite good to have the media coverage. I mean, I've actually watched. It's good for my family as well, who can't make a trip. They watch it at home, watch it on YouTube.
Absolutely. And as a fan of ice hockey, what unique thing can your sport offer that no other sport at varsity can really capture in the same way, would you say?
I know it has the biggest attendance, so the atmosphere is the best at sporting competitions, actually at varsity. I mean, it's the fastest a team sport. It's full contact, so there's a lot of hitting, a lot of checking. But it's also very skillful at the same time, so it offers a wide, complete range of different skill sets.
And you referenced the violence there, or was the contact not the violence?
Yeah, it gets heated, obviously, because it's a competitive sport. Yeah. But mainly, there are within boundaries, so you can't just whack someone with your stick. Obviously, there are rules, but it will get quite physical, especially with fast.
Yeah, and what ones to watch should we have for your team? Are there any individuals that are standing out particularly well in your Bucks League, people that you think are going to really lift the team to a positive result in varsity?
Not a whole lot. Teams made up of all the 18 and alumni, so each individual has their own thing to bring to the team. We've all played quite a high standard of hockey, previous or currently, so every individual brings something else to the team will hopefully help us win.
Yeah, and obviously as Warwick Panthers, you're slightly separate from the university, aren't you? It's not quite your average sports society.
No, we are separate, so it'll be good. It's also a good event to introduce people to ice hockey. There's not a sport you see over here as much as say USA or Canada, so it's quite good.
Yeah, and just a couple of more light-hearted questions to close it off. First of all, what are your funniest sports society memories here, or as a member of ice hockey, maybe a social or a particularly good memory that you hold as you're being a member and captain of ice hockey?
It's just generally, see, it's the first time Bambi stepped on the ice. Going to a Bambi session, quite enjoyable. And you see
sliding all over the place. I can imagine. Thanks for joining us, Josh. Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely. And Josh Holley there, clearly very passionately believing in the sport he plays, and as everyone really does, Joe. We see this kind of passion in every varsity event. How do you compare the passion here to what we've seen in the past? We've seen in basketball, we've seen in netball. And do you think that in the second half in particular, they're going to be aware that it is what is going to be closing off varsity? Do you think that frustration almost could become a factor with the crowd really getting on the back of the players.
I don't know whether that might be a factor. They're obviously high caliber players. They should be completely focused on what's at hand. But it's good to see that passion in two teams that actually play together for most of the season. You'd expect they're not there to be as much as maybe other varsity games, because it's getting one over on your mates. Maybe that might play a factor, but no, they seem to be more fired up than maybe at the basketball and at the tennis. Well, tennis is a bit more subdued, but they're definitely fired up for this. They want to win, and it's great to see that when a big tackle goes in, and it just lifts the crowd for a good 2 minutes. And I hope that carries on for the second period, because the crowds have been a bit subdued. Maybe that's because Warwick haven't scored that many goals until the very, very closing seconds of that first period. So hopefully they can lift the crowd a bit more, and we'll see more amazing scenes in the second period.
And do you think there's a risk that kind of passion might boil over? We've seen only one sin bin, I believe, so far, and that was Liam Martin for, I think it was something like excessive contact or impeding of a player.
I think it was a knee.
A use of a knee. So do you think as the game goes on we could see more and more of that? We saw actually a fight break out, as I'm sure you've heard from Isaac Lee's commentary highlights, more than handbags. Do you think that could start becoming a factor? We saw glimpses of clashes between the players. Do you think that could really come into it in the second half?
I think it will come into as the game goes on. As it comes into maybe into the third period, we might see a bit more of that, especially if one team stretches the lead out to quite a comfortable margin. I think it might become a bit more edgy in the game, because whichever team is losing will become a lot more frustrated, and that might boil over into a few pushes and hits, and maybe a fight or two might break out.
And how seriously would you take that? Obviously it's a one-off event, so quite hard to offer any kind of punishments or penalties for these players. And how serious, as a rugby player yourself, do you think is instances of not severe violence, but sort of the kind of jostling that we've seen from the players so far?
Yeah, I don't think it's too much. They wear so much protection. It can't hurt that much. I don't think. I just think it's a bit of a joke between friends, really.
Yeah, and we saw the Ben Flower punch in the rugby league. If an event like that happens, say in this game, how do you think they deal with it?
I think it'd be different as they wear masks. You can't do as much damage as Ben Flowers did in that rugby league final. So it is a different situation. It's more acceptable in the sport, let's say. So yeah, I don't think it'd be punished too harshly. Maybe going to the penalty box for a few minutes.
Okay, and obviously the finale of the game, the final half, only a few minutes away. So what are your predictions? What do you expect to happen from here? We've seen, I think we talked about Alex Young, who's been the netminder for Coventry. He's been having a sensational game. How do you think the second half will pan out in terms of that? Will Warwick be attacking a lot, or will he come into it? I
honestly haven't got a clue. It's been all Coventry, but then Warwick have seemed to be able to stay in the game somehow. As I said earlier, with the counter-attack. So if Warwick continue to execute that counter-attack perfectly, then they'll stay in the game. But with Coventry dominating as they are, and with more players, I see them having the upper hand. But if Warwick can counter that and maybe snatch a late winner like we saw last year, that might. That's probably my prediction. Is another late winner. I don't know who to though.
Yeah, I think it really could go either way, and it's interesting so far that in the sports we've covered, at least, I don't think we've had a close game yet, but this is definitely a close game, because we saw, obviously, in both basketball games, really one-sided to Coventry and Warwick in the women's and men's. Then in tennis, very one-sided to Warwick. Netball, very one-sided to Warwick. So do you think this could be the close game to really cap things off?
Yeah, I think it will be the close game. I think that comes from the fact that they play in the same team, so they obviously know each other's games inside out, so they can set up tactically to counter that, but also they're going to be of similar ability. In other varsity games, it's Warwick and Coventry, and we see very, very, very different abilities in the two squads. But these two squads obviously are of similar ilk, and I think they play in not a professional league, but in a national league or something of similar vein. So they should be of decent quality and fairly similar, and I think that's going to result in a very, very close game.
And is it that unpredictability of sport that you think makes varsity such a popular event with people who aren't necessarily normally fans of the sport that they'll be watching throughout?
Wow, I don't know how unpredictable a Warwick win in varsity was, but
not that
yeah, games like these are what are going to bring the fans in, because nobody knows where it's going to go, and if it goes down to the wire, the fans are going to react to that. Maybe at full time we won't be able to hear each other speaking, and maybe we'll just have to try and interpret what each other are trying to say because of the noise.
Yeah, and I think 24 years, as you alluded to, maybe suggests that the Varsity win this year, a 25th year in a row, wasn't the most unpredictable result. But a quick bit on the media, actually, because we are obviously part of the media, and every Varsity game we cover, there's been 3 or 4 now, I think, you come to the games, you get the impression that the players themselves really appreciate it. But coming here, being in this huge venue, do you think the players have the same recognition for the cameras being there? Because it's probably less of a rare occurrence really for them. We know that ice hockey is a massive event. They're used to playing in front of relatively sizable crowds. So do you think that there'll be that much of an impact in their minds, maybe psychologically, from cameras being here?
I'm not so sure in this game. But we're a bit hidden away in the corner here, so I don't think they're as aware of it as we were at tennis. Yeah, I think they'll appreciate it once they finish their game and they go back and watch the footage on YouTube afterwards. I think they'll be very appreciative of it.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can catch all of the footage from this on YouTube after the event. But we are going to hand back to our commentators now to cap off Varsity 2015. What a year it's been. Over to Fraser and Harry.
Yes, thank you very much, Tim. Again, I'm Fraser Bernstein. I'm here with Harry Davis, my co-commentator. And that first period, my goodness me. Coventry, I should say, made a very quick start. 2 goals up within a matter of minutes. And then Warwick really tries to really take the game by the scruff of the neck. And Engstrom in particular has been absolutely fantastic. Number 23 for Warwick, scoring a first period hat-trick. Harry, how do you think is going to go in this next period?
I think this period is going to be absolutely crucial because Warwick had a lot of the momentum in that first period, but they haven't quite made it pay as it's still a tied game. I think it's crucial that Warwick keeps that going in this second period and really forces through that advantage, because you'd think that Coventry will start to gain the upper hand as the game goes on, as fatigue starts to set in on Warwick's smaller squad. But, I mean, it's such an unpredictable sport. You know, after that, the way Warwick started, we thought we were about to witness a hiding. It was absolutely a horrible start from Warwick. But they've grown and grown into the game. We'll wait and see what happens in the next period, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be absolutely fascinating viewing.
Indeed. It's a really astute point there about the squad size. Warwick, of course, having a much smaller squad than Coventry, who will surely look to utilise that as the match wears on, as substitutes become a more important factor in the game. Well, we're almost ready to face off once again in this second period of Warwick and Coventry's Varsity 2015. As the Coventry players, led out by Young, their goaltender, they had a fantastic first
He was absolutely superb. Not a thing was getting past him for a long time. There was a period of about 5-10 minutes in that opening, in the middle of that period, where he was just unbeatable. Warwick started to make a bit more headway as it went on, and you know what? Let's hope from a Warwick perspective he doesn't have another period like that, because he was superb.
Indeed. So Coventry now out on the ice. Warwick, a bit of a psychological factor here, so they've waited for Coventry to get out. Warwick University now, their ice hockey team, they put in a great shift in that first period, coming down from 2 goals down in a matter of minutes. 3 goals each now. We are only moments away, as the MC correctly states.
The referees are now out. The second period's about to start, and the tension is palpable. You can feel it.
I think our Warwick's sports officer Ruby might have stoked a few fires in that inter-period game there by saying we've already won Varsity, so it doesn't really matter. There was a bit of jeering there from the Coventry fans. It's all light-hearted.
It's all good fun. I think it's all done in the right spirit. That's the beautiful thing about it.
It's just banter, really. It's just banter. that is the main thing.
That's it. Yeah. That's exactly it. I mean, Coventry will be happy that their sports officer Joe came through and won that. Ruby will be disappointed, I'm sure, but hopefully.
She had the side down, hasn't she?
Yeah, she really has. I think some words will be had about that performance from her, but. Hopefully Warwick's shooting's a little more straight.
Absolutely. The Warwick Bear there, also involved in an inter-period game. Coming for a little bit worse for wear. However, back to serious things, as Jacob Enstrom will contest the first face-off of the second period with McLaren Walker. And it's 1 straight to Engstrom as the second period gets underway. Now Coventry in control here. Moving into the neutral zone.
Oh, big hit against the board from Enstrom there.
Flicks over there. Now Holly, the captain, looking to get things moving. Warwick's number 34, Zach Dean, taking a bit more in an advanced role here than we saw earlier in the first period. However, McLaren Walker, number 27, quite an unforgettable name that, McLaren Walker. Wow.
Not going to forget him.
Yeah,
And hopefully
not.
Coventry will be hoping he makes more of an influence in this second period.
Indeed. Didn't see much of him in first period. It's a bit of a low-key opening here to this the second period. Both teams just trying to suss each other out.
It's natural, I think, when the next goal is so crucial in these kind of games. So, you know, again, it's another commentary cliche which we're going through, but this next goal is going to be crucial.
Oh, the puck is flashing narrowly wide of the goal there. Bit of a snapshot there from distance. Good distribution there from the Warwick keeper.
Harrison did well there. It's very unnerving having the puck come to you so slowly, but he did well.
I can empathise with that. Being a keeper in football has always been a bit terrifying. When the ball comes hurtling towards you, you don't know what to do with it. We did well there. Showed some good composure under pressure. So it's Coventry now making inroads into the Warwick half, trying to get on top of their university opponents here in this finale of Varsity 2015. Again, the score is poised so finely at 3 goals each. Warwick coming back from 2 goals down. Big hit! My goodness me!
That's got the crowd going.
That really echoed. As a free shot. Oh, it's a good save. Not cleared. It's in. It's got in. Coventry have retaken the lead. It's 4-3.
Harrison will be disappointed with himself there. He failed to secure the puck.
He just didn't deal with it, did he? You know, it's so important for the goaltender to really keep a hold of that puck and guarantee a face-off for their team.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with himself there, but he's a high-quality keeper, and I'm sure he'll rebound well.
He'll pick himself up. I'm sure of it. I'm sure he'll pick himself up. Now,
it appears we've actually got a penalty here, and a bit of verbals as well between Holly and
the Coventry player there. Not sure what for.
Wait to confirm it from the referee. So it seems to be.
I mean, you've really got to keep to be a referee in this kind of game. It's going to be really
so difficult to keep track of. They do an absolutely incredible job. They fly under the radar, but the job they do is absolutely superb.
I think Coventry still have 5 outfield players at the moment. Maybe. No? Is it going on?
No.
I think it's so a power play, I believe.
Whether it's a minor or a major, we'll need to find out.
5-on-4 during this next 2 minutes in Warwick's favour. Again, they have to make this count. They didn't make it count in the last period.
They didn't do a good enough job of it in the first period, but hopefully in the second period they can improve upon that, because it's such a crucial aspect of the game.
Indeed. It's Consala, number 24, the big number 24 for Warwick. Skating down. Oh, flashed across. It's needed a touch. Nobody there. Donison. That was a bit embarrassing.
Yeah, he's not going to appreciate that being on video.
Not at all. Anyway, never mind. Picks himself back up, back on the skates.
Goal number 4 for Coventry University.
Confirmation here.
Risky defensive play from Warwick there, but they worked it out of the back well.
There's an unassisted goal.
That was Miles Feeney, I believe it was, for Coventry's 4th goal there. Well finished in the end, well swept up. And it's confirmation again that Dale Buckland is the man in the penalty box for Coventry. So Warwick, again, only a minute remaining in this power play, and they haven't really done anything with it so far. And again, Coventry, they've started this off well. It's Brittle. He's working his way through. Didn't quite work out for him.
Very good defensive work from Warwick. Yeah, squeeze him out of space.
Getting that body again from Engstrom. He's been all over the place. Literally all over the place in the best possible way. Great little reverse pass. Flicks off the goal.
Alex Young with another superb save.
He didn't see that one till late, you know. He really didn't. It was a very surprise. Ben Swan now just sweeping up. 25 seconds after the foul play.
Warwick need to make something happen here.
They need to. Ben Swan needs to capitalise on this. He's doing well there. Fielding one Coventry player. Oh, whistle, they've been blown up for something.
Stoppage in play. That's disappointing from Warwick's perspective.
Yeah. Only 15 seconds left of this power play. It's a real shame. I'm sure Warwick will be disappointed, but as long as they keep their heads, don't know that early goal, not their confidence. I mean, it started off very similar to the first period, didn't it? With an early.
Yeah, let's hope Warwick grow into it again.
Ben Swan takes a shot.
Oh, what a save from Alex Young.
Goodness.
Yes, again, collecting the ball brilliantly there, just snatching the puck out of the air.
Incredible, like real cat-like reflexes.
That must be. He must have a huge amount of saves at this stage, and he really has been crucial to Coventry staying in this and actually being in the lead, despite having been outplayed largely by Warwick.
Oh, someone's been hit in the face there.
Oh, I hit
Is that Patterson? Patterson, he's all right. He's all right. Good to see. Martin. Oh, he splashed it wide.
And that's the power play over.
Right. So Warwick failing to capitalise on that power play. However, they are on the ascendancy in this period now. Shot it to go! It's got in! Eagle is soaring. The Eagle has taken flight. He's got his first goal of this year's varsity finale.
And it's an emphatic celebration from him there.
He's loving it. Absolutely loving it. The Warwick fans have gone absolutely crazy.
Everyone's on their feet. It's a brilliant
stuff.
piece of play. He found himself out on the right, skated in, managed to work himself some space, kind of like a winger cutting in on their inside foot as a footballer. Brilliant piece of play, great finish. Not much Young could do about that one.
Doing his animal namesake prowl there, like almost a predatory strike. It really was fantastic. So 4-all in what is proving to be a fantastic varsity finale. This is just what he wanted. Ben Swan.
That battle between Swan and Brittle continues.
Just a bit of footwork there. Batted down. Warwick fans are really getting involved. Coventry have no reply. It is all Warwick making the noise now. However, Ferrara, number 87 for Coventry.
Swan again cleaning up. Brilliant play, and he's breaking.
Here he is, and he's Swan gliding into the opposition third. Hiscock's is free, doesn't go for him. Oh, cheeky, very cheeky indeed.
What a superb individual goal that would have been.
That was phenomenal.
Wasn't to be. Yet again, Alex Young with the smart save. Swan's doing a very good job at the moment at trying to take Brittle out of the game. Sorry.
Absolutely. But Brittle is always a threat, isn't he?
Always a threat.
Great bit of audience participation here with the music as well. Good to see.
I think the drinks are flowing among the Warwick support at the
I
moment.
imagine they are. As the puck is played back. A little bit of pressure here. Gonzalo does well. Number 24 for Warwick. Donison now back on the ice. Just keeping things cool here. Plays it to Dean.
Now the Coventry fans.
Finding their voice. Right, Warwick over anything.
Oh, what a goal!
It's got in! The captain's goal! Josh Holly, what a finish! Young, he got a hand to it. He couldn't keep it out. The power was too much. And the Warwick fans sorting Coventry like no tomorrow. Wow,
that's
what
a
goal.
superb piece of work for him. The power he got behind that flicker stick, I don't think Alex Young saw it coming. There wasn't much of a backswing, and he'll be disappointed he let that one. He got a hand to it. He probably should have done better, but a great effort there.
Yeah, Warwick taking the lead for the first time in this year's varsity finale in the ice hockey. It's really heating up here. Warwick, and now Jacob Enstrom back on the ice now. Taken out.
No,
Warwick still the puck. Oh, he's smashed right across. Donison sets his sights. Oh,
good block. Another opportunity.
Oh, almost on the shins. Donison again. Save. Good save there. Young rebuilding his confidence.
His back's against the wall for Coventry at the moment. They're really struggling.
Scored by number 71, Josh Holly, assisted by number 34, Zach D.
Josh Holly there, confirmation of his fantastic goal. Again, a real captain's effort there. He's been buzzing around, doing his job, and he finally gets on the score sheet. It's a face-off here. And Ferrara for Coventry. Number 87 takes it down into the middle of the neutral zone. Into Warwick's third. Swalker around the outside. Can't find his opening. Good save.
Harrison did a very good job of collecting that in. Coventry player was lurking dangerously like a striker in the penalty box, the 6-yard box, looking for that rebound. But Harrison reacted well.
It's a real knack It's a real knack of being in the right place at the right time. Dan Harrison so far, although he's hitting 4 goals, he made saves when he's had to. Although I feel he could have done a little bit better with that 4th one from Coventry. But never mind. Doesn't matter now, because Warwick are in the lead. 5 goals to 4 here at the Coventry Sky Dome. Prepare for another face-off here in Warwick's third. Warwick win it. Hiscock doing well. Oh, reflex save, didn't see it too late. And it flashed wide from Coventry. And the pressure is mounting on Warwick's goal here. Hamilton to Coventry now, sweeping up. Not picking a good pass though. Cut out. Hiscock doing well. He's busted through. He's in. Surely.
What a goal! What a goal!
What a goal! Unbelievable. He weaved in and out like a ballet dancer at the height of his powers and fires it into the net. What a goal indeed.
The will and desire shown by Hiscock there. He just wanted it more there.
That was absolutely incredible. Nothing the Coventry defence to do. That was an absolute piece of genius there from Warwick. What a goal. Incredible stuff. 6 goals to 4 here at the Coventry Sky Dome.
In talking to the team, Hiscock was pointed out as a threat going forward. He showed why right there. That was really impressive play.
Hiscock, he actually missed Varsity 2 years ago for a year abroad in Montreal, would you believe it? So he's making up for it now.
Big hockey town over there, big ice hockey fans over there.
He's making up for it now. My goodness. We've had a timeout here. We have
timeout by Coventry here. They're just they need to get themselves together. They seem to have lost their way recently.
Coventry looking to regroup. Luke Brittle will be trying to rally his team. He's got a lot of experience, Brittle. So we'll be trying to really impart that on his colleagues.
This is where you need your leaders to step up. Warwick have an opportunity here. The momentum's with them. If they can make this pay, they could open up a big lead.
This is where heroes are made. The losers will be forgotten. The winners will go down in varsity history. Here we go. Face off in the middle of the neutral zone here. Centre of the rink. Warwick take control of the puck. Captain Josh Holly. There is in real confidence now, coursing through his vein. Round the outside. Didn't quite make the most of that. Still well swept up. It's Donaldson firing it in. Oh, not sure what that came off. Actually, maybe one of the Coventry players' posteriors.
That timeout hasn't seemed to have the desired effect for Coventry. They still look very ragged.
All Warwick. Incredible considering the amount of fitness which you think Coventry will have over Warwick, considering the size of their squad. But Warwick are making that redundant here. Now Coventry just leaking a little bit of time on the puck. Gather their thoughts. Whoa! Big punch there. I think it was a bit of afters either way. Oh, Engstrom again, sneaking
brilliantly
in.
there.
It's a chance. That's a good save. Well, good block, I should say. Still, don't know what's happening. Somebody's on the floor. The puck's still there. Oh, goodness me.
How Warwick didn't score there, I do not know.
That was an absolute, just a goal mouth scramble, if ever I saw one.
Oh, Alex Young appears to be hurt here. This is a big problem here for Coventry if he can't continue.
Is he all right? I think it's going to be all right.
You can't underestimate how tough these players are.
He's doing a great job so far. So, a face-off in Coventry's third. Warwick seeking to carry on this momentum they've really managed to build up over the last 5 or so minutes, despite there being a quick close. Oh, it's flashed across the face of goal.
Great play from Swan there to prevent the break.
Hiscock teaming up with Swan there to take control of the puck. Lovely layoff there to the Warwick player. And his first time shot, oh, it's just wide. Didn't quite that connection he wanted. And it, once again, is all Warwick. Despite a quick start from Coventry in this half, Warwick have managed to really take this by the scruff of the neck. In stark contrast to last year's Varsity, where they lost their way in the second period. They've learned from their mistakes. It's lovely play. The chance. Still no way through.
Oh, Martin has missed another one there. Very unlucky.
Now Coventry looking to break. The Coventry fans urging on their team. Liam Martin, great little pass there. Unlucky not to take it under control. Here we go. The fans are picking up
It's a very nervy Coventry support right now. There's not a lot of noise coming from that end of the arena. Coventry need a momentum swinger here. It may be a situation where a fight's not the worst thing in the world just to get their fans going, because they look nervy right now.
They need their fans, and their fans are not responding right now. Martin doing a good job there. Cheeky little football pass there, really. Martin again on the puck. Been another stoppage in play here. You've got a slight stoppage in play here. As Jonathan comes back onto the ice. I've been very impressed with Jonathan, actually. He's done a good job so far. Hasn't stolen the headlines, but he's doing well. He's doing his job, and that's the main thing. And of course, Engström winning that face-off. He's in fantastic form, really proving that again today. Oh, it's playing around.
A lot of goal line scrambles down that Coventry
They
end.
really are. Coventry are under the cosh, getting pushed back and back. They need to find a way out. Just any relief. But of course, in ice hockey, there isn't any relief. It's so end-to-end. Another shot flashes past the Coventry goal. Warwick firmly camped, and it's in! It's gone in! Another goal! It is 7-4 to Warwick. A fantastically worked goal.
It's a brilliant piece of play from here, Scott, from behind the net. Brings it around, brings it into the front. Nothing Youngs can do. It's a clear opportunity. Warwick have really taken over this varsity game.
There's a real discussion amongst the Coventry defence on what is going on down there. Alex Young's trying his best, but there's nothing he can do if the defence aren't helping him out. Warwick are 7-4 up in this varsity finale in 2015. Oh, beauty. Look at that. Right,
that almost went straight into the crowd.
That was incredible. I've never seen anything like that before. The puck racing around the outside of the rink. Jonathan doing well. Zach Dean. Oh, hello. Hello.
There's a little bit of afters going on there.
He's firmly just put his arm around his neck. Doesn't seem to be bothered by it. Confirmation that Josh Horry, the Warwick captain, there had a hand in that goal. Engström.
He scored yet another just then.
He'll be looking to add to his tally. He's had a fantastic varsity. Big challenge there from the Warwick player. Hasn't returned Engström. Now Coventry breaking. They need anything to ignite what was an opening 5 minutes blitz in the first period. They haven't seen anything like it since. And Warwick once again regain control of the puck. Holly now, brimming with confidence. Oh, what a save! What a save!
Brilliant play from Alex Young there.
I'm going to keep it. I think that was a save, not the post. There was a fantastic effort though from Holly. If that was a save, he did fantastic effort. Fantastic job there from Alex Young. I thought that was a certainty. Holly rounded the keeper and only had the goal really just to knock it in.
Goal was at his mercy, but it was brilliant recovery from Young.
Another stoppage in play here.
DJ with another classic here. Who let the dogs out?
I tell you what, don't know who let the dogs out, but Coventry are letting the goals in at the moment.
So don't forget, in the next period, Horizon will be playing Shepherd live on the ice.
Coventry need a goal soon, because
this face-off could be crucial. We are over halfway through now. Just about to creep into the 11th minute of this second period, and Coventry need to get back on that scoreboard. They've only got one goal in this period, whilst Warwick have completely dominated proceedings with 4. Martin now just taking his time, easing it back. Ben Swan's there if he needs him. Bit of confusion there, but worked out well there.
Nicely played.
Well done. Ben Swan, as graceful as his animal namesake, gliding elegantly across the ice. Looking to take it out of defence, plays it off. Oh, that's poor from Martin. Now there's a chance here. Good, well played from Martin. Made amends for his error. Getting his body on the line.
Great defensive positioning there. Very smart play from him
his
after a
stop as well. Lovely reverse pass. There we go. This is more like it from Warwick. Patterson, didn't quite take up control. That was a real chance there. He was isolated against number 47 from Coventry. But it doesn't matter. He's won it back. Oh, take it out. And a nutmeg.
You don't see Swan sent flying too often, but that happened just then.
He's a strong lad. I've been very impressed with him so far. Bressel, the under-18 and under-20 Coventry Great Britain International, saved by Harrison. He's equal to it. Oh, my goodness. Bringing out pressure to Belair now. This is what we're talking about.
I'm tired just watching this. This is absolutely incredible viewing.
Oh, God. It's taking all my courage not to rap along with this. It really is. The crowd are loving it. Gotta give a shout out to the DJ. We've said it before, he's doing a great job. Absolutely fantastic song choices. Anyway, back to the action before I'm horrifically sidelined there. That's Coventry now. Looking to make inroads into the Warwick third. And they have done. Buckland there. Well muscled off the ball by Engstrom. Oh, sent flying Coventry player, that number 26.
Schofield embarrassed there by Engstrom.
Here we go. As Consala sweeps it up, well played. They hold each other so well out in the defence. They really are. It's fantastic teamwork. I think that's proving the difference at the moment. Coventry a little bit disjointed as Hiscock makes his way to the net. It's goal! It's another goal! Would you believe it? 8 goals to 4. This is unprecedented in what is usually a close game between Warwick and Coventry. Warwick have taken the game by the scruff of the neck and are absolutely dominating it here at the Coventry Sky Dome. 8 goals to 4. 5 of the goals going in the second period alone. This is, if Warwick going to win this period will prove crucial.
The captain Hiscock's really taken over the game in this second period. A real leadership performance from him. He's been absolutely superb over the last 10 minutes.
Hiscock there, playing the pass out as well. Once again, the Warwick fans taunting the Coventry. And let's face it, Coventry have nothing to share about as Patterson's in as well. Oh, hello. I get the impression that with a bigger lead developing between both teams, I think Coventry will be getting a little bit frustrated, and we may see a little bit more handbags.
Yeah, Joe alluded to that earlier. I mean, I think we're going to see it soon. I think Coventry needs something just to get themselves going.
Indeed, and a fight might just be that. However, for the moment, it is Zach Dean on the ball. The puck, sorry. Again, I got it wrong. I don't even care anymore. We're doing so well. This is incredible. Oh my God.
The chants have started.
The Warwick chants have suddenly taken on a very personal nature. Something which I don't think is necessarily true either. However, in the spirit of varsity, tempers are going to rise. Coventry, well, they're just not on form at the moment.
It's an absolutely dejected fan base over there. I mean, they'll be absolutely gutted by how this second period's turning out. Warwick, meanwhile, will be absolutely ecstatic. If they can keep this going, this could get really ugly.
Brittle, number 77 Coventry. Once again, the under-18, under-20 Great Britain International. He needs to get more involved in the game. You know, he's been on and off the ice. He needs to really take things, use the experience. You know, he really has so much more. Not necessarily talent, but he's got, like I said, it's just general experience. You know, and he hasn't really dominated as I thought he would. Warwick winning yet another face-off. And here he is, the captain, Josh Holly, racing down. Confidence running through his veins. He's tried to square it, didn't quite work. Still Holly. On the ball, on the puck. Playing it round the back of the goal. Round the back. Oh, bit of footwork.
And should have done well there.
Once again, round number 34, Zach Dean. As Coventry break with Dixon.
It's an opportunity.
Williams. Williams on the right hand side. Side netting. The crowd thought it was in. And the Warwick
go mad when they realise.
Oh my goodness. As if it couldn't get any better. Warwick fans are absolutely loving it. And here we go. Williams, number 68.
Warwick do well to win the ball back, the puck back there. We keep getting this wrong, but I don't think it really matters. Engstrom doing well.
Once again, Engstrom getting in amongst the thick of things. number 23. For Warwick, he's already got 4 goals this varsity game. He's cemented his place in varsity history, really. It's a phenomenal performance. As Warwick recede back into their own third, back into the neutral zone, and very swiftly back into the Coventry third, and it is a good... It's in! It's over the line! Would you believe it? I want him to save! It's 3 bars! You've got to say, Alex Young is all over the place now. He's had a great start to this varsity game, the Coventry goaltender, but it's all gone to pieces. And it is now Warwick 9, Coventry 4. And the Warwick fans are loving it.
It's a classic example of pressure telling there. There's only so much a netminder can take, and Warwick are really taking advantage of this.
They've found the gap. They have breached Coventry's wall time and time again, and it's got to be said, it's really crumbling down now. Warwick's netminder hasn't really bothered at all, has he, Harrison?
No, he's been very, very quiet for him. That's not typical of past varsities where he's been the more busy keeper, and he's done well to keep Warwick involved. But I think that just sums up how well Warwick have played so far, and if they can continue this on, we could be seeing an epic varsity victory.
Warwick on the attack again. Patterson, number 9. Not quite getting his feet. Oh, he's fell over again there. But the Coventry fans can't even bother to jeer that either. They're just so dejected. Ferrara, number 87 for Coventry. Really looking to get involved there.
He's been quiet at this period, which has been a big thing for them.
Oh, and there's some goal-mouth action there finally in the Warwick third. But Dan Harrison is once again equal to it.
Did a brilliant job of securing the puck there, something that Young has struggled with in this second period. Great job from Harrison.
As changes are made, Jonathan comes back on, Hiscock, Gonzalo. They're on the ice. They're looking to continue where their counterparts left off. It's Warwick not quite taking control of that face. Oh, big hit again. Goodness me. That was huge. Never mind though, because as Engstrom, things are forgotten as Warwick swiftly moved down. Oh, a pass to nobody. What happened?
That's disappointing. That was a great opportunity for Warwick that's gone wasted.
Here we go. It's Brittle. Oh, flashes just wide. We need to see more of that from Coventry's Brittle if they're to make any sort of inroads into the game once again. Brittle once again on the puck. It's just wide. That's 2 shots in quick succession for Brittle. Perhaps not a sign of things to come. But never mind those. Engstrom, number 23. The hero of this Warwick. Oh, I thought he got in again.
Good work from Young there. Good save.
Yeah, I think he was very lucky there. Almost pushed it into the net. Huge hit again. The physicality of the sport is unmatched. As Eagle takes flight back onto the ice. He's already got 1 goal. Looking to add to it. Oh, sloppy pass. Dean, picked up by Eagle. Oh.
Particularly telling there was Buckland's poor attempt to try and get that puck back. He just gave up. I think it symbolises the attitude of Coventry right now. They look broken and demoralised right now, and Warwick have been ruthless in taking advantage of that.
I think you're absolutely correct. Oh, there's another face-off. It's Coventry take control of that one, but yet again, well swept up by Ben Swan in that defence. He's very much the unsung hero of.
He's having a superb game. I think Engstrom's going to get all the credit, and quite rightly so with the way he's played. But Ben Swan's been superb.
Sorry to cut you off there, Harry. A big hit again, echoing around this fantastic arena. It really is a cauldron of noise when the fans get going. Eagle, not quite. It's got. It's in! Double figures for Warwick. Would you believe it? 10 goals to 4. 7 goals in this period alone. 1 for Coventry. And they are all over the place. This is unbelievably one-sided.
And Alex Young is being benched. He is being pulled out of the goal. The backup keeper, Ashley Kennard's coming in. He's had a horrible second period.
Wow.
Alex Young, how on earth he let that in? He had it under his control and just seemed to let it go. It was really disappointing.
So there we go. The netminder has been substituted. Incredible. Wow, what a performance we are seeing here.
I think this is Warwick getting their rewards for all that pressure they put on in that first period. There's only so much that Coventry could soak up before it all became too much, and I think we've seen that.
As we are now into the 19th minute of this second period, of which has been undeniably Warwick's own. It's absolutely incredible performance here. It's Engstrom once again on the puck, number 23. Weaving his way. Not quite working out this time, but once again, Warwick pick up the loose puck. It is all Warwick. The second pucks are all being won by Warwick. There's no doubt about it.
Between Holly and Smith there. We may have to keep an eye on that one as the game progresses.
Oh, sent sprawling there, Swan. It's all in Warwick's third. Big hit! Oh,
that was close.
Great effort. Great effort indeed. Big shot, I should say. That was going great effort. Williams, number 68 now. Can he give something for the Coventry fans to cheer about? Right now, there is literally nothing. As Eagle picks up the puck, it's 2-on-1. Can I make it count? He's under the keeper. It's gone. Oh, that's not quite worked out. My goodness me.
Good work from Kennard there to get that. It was a 2-on-1. Warwick very nearly extending their lead yet further.
Loose puck. Still not. As the replacement keeper, Ashley Kennard, does very, very well there. We have 25 seconds remaining of this second period. And things really are just also so one-sided. It's an irrepressible tide of Warwick pressure, and Coventry right now have very little answer to it. It's Coventry pick up the puck, finally getting into Warwick's third. Brittle not making the most of it.
Great
now,
defensive
Warwick
work again.
Break. It's 3-on-3 here. It's played out. Oh, good save from Kennard.
He secured the puck.
Yeah, well done. He's retained that very well. I don't think the clock started there. We still have 25 seconds remaining, I think.
It's a great bit of defensive work from Matti Kunsala back there, the Finnish player. Did superbly to snuff out that Coventry attack.
I'll tell you what, Dan Harrison, netminder, has been very much a spectator this half. Hardly had to be called into action at all.
Just shows how dominant Warwick have been, especially in the second period. I mean, it's been an absolutely superb performance from their perspective.
It really has. Now, as we are nearing the dying embers of the second period, and once again, Engstrom, fantastic balance there. Coming around, he's got not quite taken under control. Martin losing the ball there. Brittle now, can he take control? Oh, and there's the buzzer. Oh, what has been? I think
don't know what's happened there. We've got
easy,
a fight.
Easy there, lads. Come on, there's no need for this. Oh, the crowd love it. You know, a little bit of me loves it as well.
Need to confirm what happened there.
Anyway,
actually.
That is the end of the second period. Warwick 10, Coventry 4. What has been an utterly dominant period for Warwick. And now we have basketball varsity highlights from 2015.
Well, this is going to be really, really exciting, Charlie, as we go to tip off now, and Coventry shooting from right to left now, and the ball is with their number 8. We can see this game is already incredibly fast-paced, the ball coming end-to-end very, very quickly, as now number 5 for Coventry breaks into the area, and he turns, and it's fantastic play. What we saw there as the number 31 for Warwick. Amazing stuff there. Huge speed to break into the area for the number 6 from Coventry. Now a 3-point attempt, and it's amazing stuff. And the crowd up on their feet already. The atmosphere in here is incredible. Well, you know, basic errors. We talked in the last game about fundamentals. We talked about just doing the simple things right, especially when you're behind. Just making and that's exactly what the ladies team did. And well, giving travels away like that isn't something that the Warwick team could be doing. There's a 3-point attempt there. And amazing stuff there from the Coventry number 6. Nicholas just handing off a player there.
For a charge there.
Yeah, and And, well, play getting a little bit of scrap in the middle of the court. And it comes back out now to the number 6 again. He goes for it. And it's a huge three-pointer. He's just put 2 in a row. As the number 33 for Warwick now gives the ball to Ramavicius. He finally gets up for a layup.
And they've just intercepted the inbounds, and now a 3-point shot. Oh! We got a momentum.
Well, we talk about momentum.
So
now
here we go, momentum shift
again
there.
now.
We had a 2-point shot, interception, 3-point shot then. 5 points back at
Warwick needs to be careful.
And that is
giving
clean.
away any
The
fouls.
rest are not happy.
As the crowd really get going. And now the number 33 for Warwick now going up for the pass. And, oh, well. Penalty given.
The coach is not happy, and I think rightly so. That's a good move, though. Getting the ball inside, getting the ball moving, just like that. That is great play.
Yeah, it's well played. Coventry bring it forward. They'll look to break. And Warwick defence back in force. As the number 2.
Great ball fake. That is the foul.
Amazing play from the number 2 from Warwick. And now the ball coming out to Ramavicius, who
does
it really, really well. Fantastic
That's a great screen.
Really innovative play there. As some cheers come up from the media balcony.
Yeah.
Well, Warwick come out firing all guns blazing as they've already put on 4 points. And Charlie, the pace has just been electric from Warwick in the start. 6 points on with another layup. And well, the crowd getting more and more vocal as Coventry haven't made any of their offensive plays come to anything lucrative at all. As Stefan Filopovic, who's been a real revelation since he's come on.
That was outstanding defensive play there by number 5, the Coventry big man. Last man back, 3-on-1, used his size to great effect there. And now he's left wide open, you can't do that. Another air ball now.
Thomas claims the ball off a rebound. And
Geki here, Giacomo.
Ball comes down to the number 33 for Warwick. And then to Ramavicius. He turns and he's finishes well.
Massive momentum swing. Sometimes a timeout can cause. They call the timeout not too long ago, and they managed to claw the game back through some very scrappy point guard play by number 1, who now is wide open for a 3, and he makes it as well. Number 1 is single-handedly putting them back in this game.
As Coventry claim the ball underneath the basket, you get a feeling, Charlie, that Coventry really dominating for sort of 80% of the quarter, but when Warwick do gain momentum, they are putting baskets in, but Coventry just more consistent.
Coventry are a lot more consistent. Warwick has been far.
As they put in another basket.
Another basket inside from Coventry. Every coach loves to have because he's so tough. You know, he's not a massive body.
He's really not a big guy, but he's, here he goes with the ball, and now
fast break, and we've.
As the number 9 for Coventry claims it again. Charlie, Warwick really starting to look pretty tired now.
Yeah, they're flagging out. As we were talking about fitness, you know, Coventry are superior fitness to Warwick. They've really managed to, you know, stick it out throughout the game. And what basketball is a massive fitness sport because, you know, you can have spurts of energy and they go on a 10-0, 12-0 run, as we saw Warwick do at the start of the second half. But at the same time, you need to have the stamina to keep going and to fight back the momentum swings.
Absolutely, it's been a real spectacle, this game. It's a shame that Warwick haven't. It's amazing play by number 8.
Warwick have been beaten, very comfortably. But at the end of the day, it's been a great spectacle. It's been a great opportunity for the fans. The fans have got their money's worth as well, which is
as the ball goes into the Coventry fans. The score is 75-49. A reminder as well that earlier on today the women's team did win. The Warwick women's team absolutely hammering. Oh, it's an attempted slam dunk.
Well, that was really trying to add insult to injury.
And the cheers are from the Coventry fans. They have won Varsity Men's Basketball 2015.
Yeah, some amazing basketball highlights here, but we are here at the ice hockey now, and what a spectacle. At the end of the second period, I should clarify here just for a second that there is 3 periods of 20 minutes, not 2 halves, to amend my further statement there. Perhaps getting a bit carried away with myself there, but who can blame me really with what has been an unbelievable period of ice hockey. I'm joined now by Joe Walton. Harry Davies actually has come from co-comment to talk to us. And first of all to you, Joe, I don't think anyone was expecting that 3-3 after the first period, and then going into that 10-4 to Warwick. They absolutely have run away with it. And in fact, I think you're so sewn up, you've actually taken your shoes off, sporting some very nice, colourful, stripy socks out of shot. Is this pretty much won for Warwick now, do you think?
I don't think it's won yet. I mean, Coventry could quite easily come back into this in the next period, because I keep going back to the bigger squad, and Warwick have to eventually tire out. They've come out in the second period and been absolutely relentless. They've gone out, and I said after the first period that Warwick played quite tactically and played on the counter attack, and that they needed to do that in the second period, but they seem to have come out and dominated from the word go, and they've put the points on quite spectacularly. I mean, Warwick scored 7 points and Coventry only 1 in that period, and they've gone out there, they've dominated possession, and they've taken every opportunity that came their way, and that's all they need to do in this game. But we'll see what happens in the third period. Coventry could quite easily come back with fitness taking such a big role in this game. I think come the closing minutes of this period, Coventry could score some very late goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And Harry, how are things looking down from the Coventry box? I've been listening actually to you and Fraser, and it's been excellent stuff. But very, very starkly different to last year, I expect. Already more goals scored by Warwick than they managed last year, the score being 8-7 in 2014. What have you made of it? How are things looking from your perspective? Have Cov's heads just dropped too much, and psychologically, do you think the game's beyond them now?
Well, they need to turn around very quickly in this final period if they're going to get anything out of this. Warwick have all the momentum, and Coventry look beaten at the moment, but it's a game of momentum, and it can so easily go back the other way. Warwick got to be careful of that, especially as Joe alluded to, the extra men on the bench Coventry have. But it does Warwick look very, very comfortable. They've been by far the better side throughout this, and they're finally starting to take their chances.
Yeah, and what individuals, Harry, have you picked out really from Coventry? We know that Tom Hiscock now has managed a hat-trick for Warwick. I think it's the captain, Josh Holley, who's been fantastically performing. Jacob Engstrom, all of these individuals for Warwick have really started to step up. They were playing well in the first period, but now in the second they're really dictating the play. Do you think it's those individuals that have been really making a difference now?
Well, I think it's Warwick's key players, as you alluded to, listing them there. They're influencing the game far more than the Coventry players are. I mean, I think Coventry need their big players to step up, and that hasn't happened yet. Also the goaltending, I think that's been important. Coventry's tailed off quite badly into a point where they benched their goaltender. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes in that final period.
Yeah, and Joe, who have you picked out as an individual? I mean, we've talked about all the names on the list. Joshua Holley really rallying the troops, getting everyone together. And looking at another individual, Alex Young for Coventry, not able to keep out the really one-sided torrent that Warwick's tide has really provided now.
Yeah, I think Warwick have played exceptionally well. Their initial shots have been saved by the Coventry goaltender, but they followed up everything that they've shot at the keeper and managed to score quite a few scrappy goals. But yeah, if that's how Warwick have to win, then that's how they have to win. I mean, we see that the best teams sometimes have to win ugly, as the cliche goes in football.
Yeah, and Harry, we talked about the net tender, Alex Young. He was really playing such an important role in the first period, keeping out Warwick. But now it seems like he's demoralised. How much of this is a psychological problem for Coventry? It seems that the Warwick fans have really been creating more noise, and it's quite a muted atmosphere now because Varsity has won and this game almost looks won.
Well, I think with Alex Young, I think obviously there's a psychological element to it, but I don't think you can underestimate quite how tiring it is trying to save pucks out. The reactions involved, the quick movements, there's a lot of pads on. It's very, very tiring. He's knackered. He is absolutely knackered. There's a reason he was pulled out in the end, and the new goaltender immediately looked like an upgrade as a result because he was fresh. And I think you can't underestimate how good Alex Harrison has been for Warwick in that sense that he's looking very, very solid. I mean, one goal he might be a little bit disappointed with his effort with, but you can't be too critical with the way he's been playing.
Absolutely, and we've seen multiple saves from him. I think it was Alex at times there. He really is doing everything he can. Where do we see the game going from here, Joe? We really alluded to after the first period, we weren't really sure where it was going to go. We said maybe it'll be tight, maybe one team will run away with it. Warwick have run away with the second period. What happens in the third? Do Coventry fight back, or do you think this is too much for them? Do you think there'll be a real capitulation on the brink?
Well, after the first period, I said it would be tight, and I got that completely wrong. So,
we'll
see how this third period goes. But I think it's worth noting at the end of that period, Coventry were severely frustrated. A few fights almost broke out, with Coventry just sticking every stick at Warwick they could.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they're starting to lose their heads. But I think the period came at the end came at the right time for them. They can sit down with their coach, have a talk about how the game's going, and come out and hope and maybe turn this game around, and we might have a bit of a game on our hands in the third period.
Yeah, and the same question to you, Harry. This third period, we said at the end of the first, maybe the next 20 were going to be a lot more physical, and we've seen sort of glimmers of fights breaking out. We've seen a bit of frustration creeping into the game for the Coventry players. Do you think that could become an aspect if they think that they can't really win the game? They're going to get fired up in a different way and just try and even land blows on the players if they can.
Well, I think the thing is, I've been surprised actually Coventry haven't initiated a fight earlier, because that could be a real momentum changer, and I think they need that. So, I mean, I'd be surprised if there isn't some kind of outbreak in this final period.
Okay, and we're just going to hand over now to an interview ringside.
Thank you, Tim. I'm joined here with SU Sabs, Marwish and Andrew. Fantastic scenes in that second period here at the Coventry Blaze ice rink.
Indeed, it's an incredible period for us there. I think we're just enjoying chanting and celebrating so much after Warwick scoring. So,
sitting down in the crowd, amazing atmosphere here tonight.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. It's so great to see such like a Warwick spirit and Warwick community, and we've been having so much fun. I mean, I've almost lost my voice, so yeah, it's been great.
So fantastic stuff down here. Warwick up at the moment, 10 goals to 4. Back to you, Tim.
Yes, thank you. And well, we'll talk about some general varsity memories that we have now, because obviously it's the end of varsity. It's time to cap it off. The final 20 minutes actually of the entirety of varsity, so we do hope it's a good one. First of all, to you, Joe, what memories have you really taken from this period of varsity? It's been a week. It's been really relentless, but nevertheless one of the greatest sporting events that we can relate to on campus on a personal level. What have been your highlights, really?
I think my main highlight's been from today, just the reaction when Warwick score a goal, the song that gets played, everyone loves it. Everyone in the tech team joined in with the celebrations. Yeah. It's just been great scenes when a Warwick goal goes in. But from earlier in the week, I'd probably say the first game at basketball was a highlight. First time I've ever done anything in front of a TV live, so that was fun and an experience. And the whole week has been a great week, especially being part of Warwick TV and Raw. Yeah. We got into everything for free, so that was a highlight.
That's always nice to hear.
And we've just seen everything, and it was great to be able to announce Varsity,
absolutely,
the win of Varsity live at netball.
Yeah, got a little bit carried away with that myself, I think. And before I ask Harry actually about his memories, I do have to say, you may have seen on the coverage at home the reactions in the press box. Joe Walton in particular, I think, Joe, you've been the main person chanting on Warwick. I think we can hear your voice on the commentary. So, getting a bit carried away with it, do you think?
No, I'm not getting carried away with it. It's all part of the fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a great atmosphere. Why not get fully involved in it? So, I'm going to be dancing all through the third quarter as well.
Absolutely, and maybe dancing in Casbah or even Cosmos if we go out for a meal later tonight. The atmosphere is truly amazing. Over to you now, Harry, a third year yourself, very experienced in varsity, I'm sure. How does this compare to your prior experiences of varsity? Not as electric really in terms of the tension that we saw from the ice hockey previously, but like I say, I think the atmosphere at ice hockey, you have to be here to believe it. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think the atmosphere at the ice hockey always sticks out to me. It's probably my favourite varsity event to cover. It's such a brilliant atmosphere. Everyone gets so into it, and the physicality of the game. I mean, it's not a game many of us follow, I don't think, but once a year we all get very, very excited about pucks and face-offs and minor and major penalties. It's always a brilliant event, and varsity is just superb. For us involved, to do this coverage is great fun, and for everyone to get involved and be proud about their university, it's an awesome thing.
And I know the Ricoh Arena and the football in 2012 was before your time and before my time too, but covering the football last year, I believe, do you think that's comparable? We see almost at varsity it's the smaller sports that become bigger. I mean, basketball is obviously a big sport, but ice hockey, not one that you'd expect to be so significant in this country, and yet here we are at one of the biggest events of varsity, if not the biggest event of varsity, and it's fantastic, do you think?
Well, that's the nice thing about it. I think sports that don't generally get that much coverage suddenly are put to the forefront, ice hockey being a prime example. There are many others. And that's why it's so brilliant. I mean, people watching, people going to these games will suddenly be excited about getting involved or following these sports, which can only be considered a positive.
Absolutely, and really to you, Joe. What are your thoughts on the way that ice hockey's unfolded? Really, it's quite unrelatable to anything else in the way that there's the atmosphere there. And do you think, as much as anything, it's more of an experience than a sporting event, to ask a very abstract question?
Yeah, I mentioned it when we covered tennis. I think in varsity, the American sports that originate from the States, they are the more popular games in varsity because they're more centric centralise around the audience. You see in America, like in America, there's always a tannoy, there's always an announcer that gets the crowd G'd up. In America, it's definitely more about getting crowd participation and getting them right behind the team. And we don't see that so much in England, maybe in football, but other games we don't see that audience central play where the teams thrive off how the audience are cheering and how they react to the goals and things.
Absolutely, and Harry, do you agree with that? Do you think it's a very American-centric thing? I think the idea of varsity has come over from the American collegiate system. Games really where they get almost crowds of 60,000 people to see a college match, and that's something really we should embrace, because the American sports, ice hockey, basketball, doing fantastically well at varsity. And on the same weekend, Super Bowl, I know Joe, after doing tennis, I believe, went to watch the Super Bowl on Sunday. So is it really these American sports that we're seeing at the heart of varsity?
Well, I don't know whether it'd be fair to characterise it as just that, but it's certainly a valid point that these American sports are so good for getting hype around them. And I think it's something that we can do more with other sports, and it's so brilliant for this kind of purpose. And I think American college system with the huge fans they get along those kind of games, it'd be something that'd be so brilliant if we could get it over here. And these are small baby steps towards that.
Absolutely, it's that kind of spectacle. It's like the Super Bowl, big sporting events like that, really. But shifting the focus back to tonight, back to this evening, it's the end of varsity. What can Cov do, really? Do you think, Joe, in the final third? What can they do to really cap off their varsity in a positive way? Because obviously everyone's here, their sports officers here, and there's going to be a bit of pressure on them to kind of sign the event off really well, actually, for Coventry. We are in Coventry, after all.
Yeah, I think first of all, Warwick have got to stop playing so well. I mean, they can't do anything until Warwick stop dominating the play, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're just going to pass over to another interview now, ringside.
Thank you very much, Tim. I'm down here with Sophie and Christine. Is it your first time at the ice hockey tonight?
It is. It's our first time at varsity and we're loving it. Can't wait to come back next year.
Spirit's very high. That second period's coming from 3-3 to being this far ahead. What's the atmosphere been like down here with you guys?
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Warwick just loving it. Coventry a bit quiet now. It's a bit rowdy at the beginning, but they're piping down, so it's fine.
Looking forward to the final third?
Yeah, we've already won, so...
Done it easy.
Warwick, yeah, let's go Warwick, woo!
High spirits down here at the ringside, Tim, and back to you.
It can't be that long.
Okay, so yes, you join us back here now. And Joe, we're looking at the longer break, actually, the fact that the ice is being cleaned. Do you think the fact that there is such a long break between the thirds here, normally in football or any other sport really, we saw in particular, I think basketball, the breaks between the halves of the quarters, they're not that long. Do you think the fact that the Coventry players and the Warwick players have a lot of time to really reflect on is going to affect the way they actually come out?
I'm not so sure how the longer breaks will affect the players. Obviously, you get more rest, you get time to recuperate and get your breath back, and just get prepared for the next third. But also that gives you more time to think, get frustrated, or calm down in some players' sense. So I think the best team that deals with the breaks will obviously come out better. But this is the sport they play. They're used to these kind of times for breaks. So they'll have their own routines, so they can deal with this in a perfect way.
And would you link almost the state of the ice to the way the teams are performing? Because I think towards the end of the first third, at the very least, the game was getting a bit scrappy. Then obviously the vehicle, we're not sure what it's called actually, the vehicle that cleans the ice, it comes out and we get a brand new surface. It seems that Warwick's brand, at least of ice hockey, is much slicker. I think at one point we referred to it as tiki-taka ice hockey. We've heard the old cliche. We've got liquid ice hockey in there, so do you think that the fact that the ice is almost slicker, that they clean it between the thirds, makes it easier for Warwick to play the brand of ice hockey that they want to play?
I'm not an expert on what the ice hockey, the ice cleaner actually does, or how that changes the surface. But I assume it makes it quicker, which will suit Warwick, because we saw in that period that they were like the break. They were more than happy to let Coventry attack them. And then when they got the ball back, it was a mere few seconds before they were at the other end having a shot on goal. So I think this new surface will definitely help them with their game.
And what impressions are you getting in terms of the difference in style? Because, well, you might be able to describe this as going back to a former club. it must be even more surreal than that when you're playing on the same team, playing the players that you play with every week, because surely they know the way each other like to play, and the style might make a difference, do you think?
Yeah, they should have pretty much the same style. What we've seen Warwick impose themselves more on the game.
Okay, and the third the third period is about to get underway, so we're going to hand back to our commentators for the final period of Varsity 2015. Over to Fraser and to Harry.
Thank you very much, Tim. We are back for this third period. And my goodness, that last period was absolutely phenomenal. Just on that last topic of cleaning the ice, I don't know what name of the ice cleaner it is at all. It looks like something out of Robot Wars.
It does. I mean, I'm a big fan of it. I want to have that job of driving it. It looks a lot of fun.
Anyway, so it would take a monumental effort now for Coventry to get back into this game. They are 10 goals to 4 down after what was a catastrophe, a car crash of a second period for them. It really was. There's no other way of putting it. It all fell to pieces, didn't it, Harry?
Well, it just fell apart. It fell apart. I mean, I don't know whether it was the pressure Warwick had built up, finally kind of breaking the dam, if you like. But Coventry were really, really poor in that second period, and there's no way they'll be that poor in this period. I expect to see a strong Coventry comeback of some way, shape or form. Warwick may have to weather somewhat of a storm in this final period.
Well, I think we all want to see it be a little bit closer in this last period, just to make things a little bit interesting. Of course, Warwick will be looking to really just put the nails in the coffin, but I think as a spectacle, it would be nice for Coventry to really give us something to remember this game by, other than just a complete whitewash. So I personally would love to see Coventry come back, get 3 or 4 quick goals, and really make it nervous.
Yeah, I think we all want to see that, really. I mean, maybe not the Warwick players, admittedly, but I think it'd be nice to see a bit more of a comeback, because it's been such a tame performance from Coventry. It really has been very disappointing. We've had so many brilliant Varsity memories over the years in this game. It'd be such a shame if this year was to be really a slaughtering. So that's what it's been so far.
Yes, as we are indeed preparing for the final countdown of this year's Varsity. This will be the final action of 2015 Varsity. And it really has been a fantastic occasion for all involved, from the teams all the way down to the media. Everybody's done a fantastic job. And of course, Warwick had already won Varsity when they won the netball, actually, earlier this week, which of course was a very one-sided game. So for the 25th year in a row, Warwick have won Varsity, and it looks like they're going to put their stamp on it in emphatic fashion here, with a commanding lead leading into this third period.
Coventry look up for the challenge, though, in this final period. I think
they've come out. They look menacingly skating around the rink. It'd be nice to see a little bit of action as well, in terms of maybe a bit off the puck incidents. That'll be.
I fully expect there to be a fight or two in this final period. It's been surprisingly mentioned before. It's such a good momentum swinger. It's the reason why it's so kind of encouraged in the sport, because it's a way of getting the momentum to really swing in your favour, and it could be a useful tactic for Coventry to engage in. Warwick will probably be sensible to avoid it, but we'll wait and see what happens.
Yes, as the music pounds across the tannoy.
I tell you what, as good as the players have been, the DJ has put in a brilliant shift this evening. What a playlist! What a playlist!
Absolutely. There was a somewhat questionable choice of song earlier during the interval with a song by Lonely Island.
It was interesting to do punditry with that going on in the background.
I can imagine it was, Harry.
When I realised that, you probably see a little moment of shock in my eyes. But, I think it's all good fun, though, isn't
I looked across because the DJ just sitting to my left, and he gave me a knowing smile as the first few bars of that song rained down across the crowd. And I couldn't quite believe what I was about to hear, but it went ahead, and I enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure everybody else enjoyed it as well. That's what it's all about, Rich. Having a bit of fun,
Yeah, as competitive as this is, as serious as everyone involved takes it, everyone enjoys it. That's the important bit. It's kind of the classic sporting thing. You play to have fun.
Absolutely. See the Williams, and I'm trying to see who the other Warwick player is, having a chat there. I mean, they obviously play on the same team in terms of the Bucks League, so they know each other very well, as was alluded to by Tim in the pre-match analysis. And they're clearly having a good chat there, those two.
Yeah, very chummy. I'm sure they won't be in a couple of minutes' time.
I bet they won't.
Warwick will have some serious bragging rights over their Coventry teammates if it continues like this. And let's hope they've had slightly disappointing start to the season. Actually, their first team, they're languishing somewhat in 6th out of 8 in their league. And hopefully maybe this game can be kind of a bit of a catalyst for a second half of the season revival on their part.
Here's hoping. I've got my fingers crossed for them. We're getting very close now to the beginning of the 3rd period here at the Coventry Skydome.
We appear to be waiting for the referees, actually. I can't see the referees anywhere. They seem to have gone AWOL. Quite what's gone on there, we do not know. But
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I mean, really, it's a great little arena, this. When the crowd have got going, it really has. What will be nice to see, though, is both crowds going, both sets of fans really going. But as the referees finally come out to sarcastic cheers there from those around me, keeping us waiting for no reason. I don't know. Here we go. The 3rd period and the final bit of action here of Varsity 2015 is underway. And Warwick once again picking up where they left off, winning that face-off. Martin and Swan playing it. Oh, gee, didn't quite work out there. Got away with it.
Very risky pass. Got away with it.
That'll be a warning sign. Buckland, number 49 for Coventry, down their left-hand side. See Coventry now shooting from right to left. As Hamilton, number 53 for Coventry, sweeps up. Oh, just out of reach there.
Very nearly a superb cross-rink pass.
McLaren Walker there. Great name. Great name.
Sounds like a whiskey brand.
It really does, Imagine that. McLaren Walker. £2.50 at Tesco's. Well, I'm saying it's cheap, obviously.
No,
That's a very expensive brand of whiskey, if anything. Martin now in the opposing 3rd for Warwick University. It's well defended, and Coventry look to break. Salvaging some pride. McLaren Walker, the man who sounds like a whiskey brand, looking for the pass. Didn't quite work out. Luke Brittle takes control of the puck. He's been very quiet this game. We really expected bigger.
Oh, it's a good take from Harrison there. Done very well. Brittle needs to get himself involved if Coventry are going to have any chance. He looked lively at the beginning of the first period and he's faded away since. May well be a credit to Warwick, actually. They've done a superb job of trying to take him out of this game.
They have stifled him superbly. So, face-off in Warwick's 3rd. It's well won again by Warwick. They are doing so well in that area of face-offs. Is proving critical as Warwick make their way in. The pass is open. Oh, and he went with a selfish option there, Hiscock. I'm not entirely sure why he didn't square it. I know we're 10-4 up, but mistakes like that can still prove crucial. Never mind. As Consala with the puck. Plays off to Hiscock there, number 55 for Warwick. Lack of anticipation there from Eagle. As Coventry regain control of the puck. It's all a little bit scrappy at the moment.
A bit of a disjointed opening to this
nothing really
third period, but Warwick will just be glad they haven't conceded early like they did in the first 2 periods.
Indeed, it was a running theme in this match in each period. The Warwick crowd are getting involved. Oh!
Eggle, what a goal!
What a goal! The Eagle has done it again. He has been soaring this game. He has absolutely annihilated that puck and smashed it into the top right-hand corner. The replacement netminder, Kennard, didn't even know what hit him. Flew past him.
That
absolutely
puck stayed
incredible.
hit. That's all I'm going to say.
Absolutely.
What a strike, what
It
connection.
did not waver. It knew its path. It knew it was going straight in from the moment it left his stick. What a way to start off this period for Warwick. Just reasserting their domination. Coventry now trying to do anything. Oh, blimey.
Oh, wow.
Made its way all the way down.
A speculative effort there from Swan, but the keeper, Kenneth, actually dealt with it quite well. It was a bit of a shock to him, I think. I don't think he saw that ball kind of floating over towards him.
You've got to say, the Coventry fans not really getting into the spirit anymore. They know the game's pretty much up. There is 17 minutes left of this final period of this Varsity 2015 finale game in the Coventry Sky Dome. Warwick currently leading 11 goals to 4. Warwick once again, 2-on-2, squares it. It's too easy.
Goal.
It is too easy. Warwick are on top, and there's nothing Coventry can do about it.
Zach Dean with a great finish there.
It's like taking candy from a baby. Dean, number 34, getting on the score sheet.
It's a look of sheer disbelief on the Coventry players' faces. They just don't know what's hit them. I can't decide. It's been a mixture. Warwick have been absolutely superb, but Coventry have been really poor.
But Coventry have just not turned up in these last 2 periods. You know, the first period they were very much in there, but Warwick were putting pressure even on that first period. But ever since then, Warwick have been utterly dominant. Another great tackle there from the Warwick defender.
Assisted by Josh Holly, number 71. Second assisted by number 6.
McLaren Walker. He's in.
Oh,
great
save.
Save. Fantastic save there.
Superb work from
Dan
Harrison there to get his pad up there to get to that one. They just cannot beat him recently. Walker did very well there, though.
In period 2, Harrison was pretty much unbeatable. He only let in 1. Although, to be fair, another save from Harrison. Now, number 49. Coventry Buckland plays off to Hamilton. It's a good save again from Harrison. Hamilton and Harrison, nice a tongue twister. Now the puck hanging around that neutral zone as Coventry looking to make any inroads. Ferrara, number 87. Still nothing doing. Of course, Ferrara, the captain for Coventry, hasn't really been involved, unfortunately. Not the way he wanted it to go this evening. Oh, good effort from Brittle. Brittle trying to show his class there with international experience with the Great Britain under 18 and under 20s. Buckland, number 49. We'd also like to apologise for any profanity which you can hear on the radio from the crowd. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about that. The passion of the event is really getting to both sets of fans, it has to be said. Well, let's try and focus on the good things. And so one of the good things is the scoreline. Warwick 12, Coventry 4 right now as they try to increase that lead. A block shot there from Zach Dean. Taylor, number 18.
The difference between the puck retention between the two sides has been very noticeable. Warwick doing a far better job of passing the puck around. Coventry have really struggled to string passes back together.
Ben Swan throwing it around like it's just so easy for them. They've really got so much confidence and flattened. Absolutely flattened the Coventry flag. Another big hit. They're flying in from both sides now. Number 68, Williams, in pursuit of the puck as it soars into Warwick territory.
Swan has been absolutely superb.
Swan has been a rock at the back. I think the combination between Swan and Harrison has been absolute, very noteworthy indeed.
Icing there, so we'll set up with a dangerous face-off. You can see number 55,
Miles
Feeney, trying to get the Coventry guys going.
He really is.
He's desperate, trying to get some kind of reaction from them, but there's just nothing going for them.
They just don't seem bothered anymore.
It's a noticeable slower pace than the Coventry play in this period. It's almost like they've given up. It's very disappointing to see.
Naturally, we try to avoid all bias when we're doing Coventry like this, but really, it has to be said, Coventry, it seems to have just put down their tools and said, you know what, you've won. Although Stobart is really putting himself out now, number 10 for Coventry. Oh, they're just riding challenges so easily. Oh, a lucky block there from Smith.
It must be so demoralising for the Coventry players, just seeing the puck played around them so easy like this.
Oh, beautiful! Beautiful!
Oh.
Kennard, has he got it? He's got it. Scrappy.
That was almost a superb individual goal there. The skill it takes to work your way in and out of players, weaving back and forth, it's just remarkable. It was a superb effort there.
Good to remember, they're on ice as well.
It was Liam Martin there, the top scorer for the team this year.
I can barely ice skate at Christmas time, let alone playing a sport at the same time. It really takes a tremendous skill. It's not to be sniffed at whatsoever. A little bit of snowdrift there from Dale Buckland. Very nice. Brittle. No, nothing doing. He just has not been at the races today. He's tried to force the issue, but nothing doing.
His finishing has really let him down today, actually. His general plays look lively, but he just hasn't been able to finish off the opportunities he's created.
Patterson doing some defensive work there. Oh, beautiful from Hiscock. Beats one, didn't quite beat the other. That was a lovely touch. Buckland's got a free shot to goal here. And he's... I think that was a good save. Either that was a terrible shot, one of the two. From Coventry, just not good enough right now. Brittle, in and out of one, in and out of another, and there we go.
The captain Ferrara with the goal there. Good work from Brittle there. Coventry just haven't had enough of that kind of play. When they've managed to get Brittle and Ferrara combining, things have happened, but it just hasn't happened enough.
That's Warwick giving Coventry the slow clap there. But finally getting a goal, a bit of banter between both sides there.
Not much of a reaction, it must be said, from the Coventry fans. They look utterly dejected.
Either way, it is one goal back for Coventry. It's a long mountain to climb. It's a very tall mountain indeed. The ice hockey equivalent of Everest, if ever I saw one. The score now, Warwick 12, Coventry 5. There's Buckland.
Oh, swap with the hit.
Coventry and me. Oh, hello. Did we start there? Finally separated. Hello, another goal. Would you believe it? Now, this is getting interesting.
It was Brittle and Ferrara again combining.
Fantastic.
Ferrara slotted it.
He just wasn't picked up. He had a free shot at goal, and it was the easy pickings for the Coventry captain.
Warwick need to be careful here now. You saw the speed with which Warwick scored their goals in that second period. It's very possible in this game for things to change very quickly. Warwick needs to get themselves sorted out.
That is exactly what Warwick didn't want. 2 very quick goals. That will give Coventry confidence no bounds. Now, the question is, can they capitalise on this? Oh dear. Oh dear.
That's really sloppy for Martin.
Yeah, Coventry fans getting behind. Warwick players, side over the place. Oh, goodness
Harrison does well there.
That was a huge save.
Bit of an edge developing now. I mean, Warwick have suddenly just let their foot off the gas, and Coventry have jumped on the opportunity.
My goodness. The song playing out, I predict alright. I also am predicting alright, really. Because this could turn feisty. So, a face-off in Warwick's third, sorry. Won by Coventry. And the puck splayed out to that right-hand side.
It's notable how Hiscock has suddenly been brought back on after those 2 quick goals to try and solidify things.
A bit more steel in midfield, I expect. Warwick fans trying to urge them on. Right now, Brittle is running the show.
Big hit from Hiscock. That's exactly why they brought him on. Huge hit against the boards.
One word for that, and bang. That was simply huge.
Oh, appears we've got a penalty here. Oh, Buckland's getting in some verbals with Eggle. Buckland really seems to be the feisty heart and soul of this Coventry side.
Indeed.
And he really is giving Eggle a piece of his mind.
Hello.
It looks like Eggle wants to take things up a level. Buckland looks like he's going to join him in the penalty box there.
Now I believe we have... interesting. There we go. So, we've got 4 outfield players on both teams now.
Yeah, an interference.
No, 5 players, sorry. Warwick have committed the penalty there. My mistake, listeners.
Yep.
So,
Coventry need to make this power play count here.
This is a massive power play. It's so important for them. If they can get 2 goals in this power play, it could be very interesting indeed. Ferrara not quite taking it under his spell.
Oh, a nice touch from the referee,
The
Brooks.
referee getting involved there. Who'd have thought? So, a little bit more space than a pass to nobody from Buckland. Now, I'm not an expert on ice hockey. I just don't see what that achieves. I really don't. Patterson.
Nice footwork from Hamilton there.
It's all a little bit panicky at the moment from Warwick. A little bit rattled by those 2 quick goals. And a great
Harrison.
save!
Oh, bounce on the edge!
My goodness!
Harrison does a brilliant job there recovering. The puck flies up in the air, bounces off the top of the net, and then comes back down. Harrison recovers very quickly, though. He looked very disorientated for a second. He had no idea where the puck was.
I've got to say, some of the crowd are having a great time. I could mention names. I'm not going to, but I definitely could. I definitely recognise a few people in that crowd are having a great time. As Warwick, the captain, go on, pick yourself up. You can do it. Now Coventry.
The brakes on.
Buckland, number 49, races towards the Coventry goal. Warwick goal, I should say.
Again, Swan says no.
Swan says no indeed. He has slammed that door in Coventry faces time and time again today. Oh, hello. There we go. So, a little bit of breathing space here. Only 35 seconds remaining of the power play. That was a great, it was a beautiful pass. It's that little bit of control in the final third, which is letting down
and Swan
Coventry.
getting into it here.
There's been a call from the referee there. She's seen on the face-off. Well, tell you what, Coventry are putting up a better fight in this period, it's got to be said.
They've livened up all of a sudden, and Warwick have having to weather somewhat of a storm here, but they're doing well, I think.
So, Coventry is falling over, and that puck is straight back down to the Coventry end.
Hiscock's chase
And
it.
incredibly, Hiscock showing fantastic pace there. Real speed over the ice. Nice bit of footwork as well. And he's having fun with them now. The crowd are loving it. Kutsala didn't quite work out. Patterson chases down. I'll tell you what, that bit of play was stunning from Hiscock. He takes a well-deserved rest. The power play, of course, now over. Both teams back to full strength. Taylor from Coventry really putting his body in the line there. Great body strength. Oh, there's the puck. I lost it for a minute there. Patterson, it's a 2-on-1 for Warwick. It's a 2-on-1, he's got to square it. Oh, he's missed it. He's fluffed his line.
You saw the idea there for Martin trying to square it across.
An absolute dolly there for Warwick. Completely missed. Patterson will not be happy.
You see Patterson with a wry smile as he goes over to the bench. He can't believe he missed that one.
He will not be happy with himself at all there. Just took his eye off the ball. Off the puck, sorry. So, a face-off in Coventry's third. Oh, much better reflex there from Coventry player Taylor.
Really has been noticeable how many of those face-offs Warwick have been winning, though.
Indeed.
Coventry won that one, but in general, Warwick have done a superb job of retaining possession through that.
That was very much against the general trend of face-offs. Good control. He's in. Warwick are in. His head shot. Oh, goodness me, I had to hone myself in there. I thought it was a definite foul, but never mind. Almost giving a bear hug from behind. Anyway, Warwick retain the puck. Engstrom sets his sights. Oh.
High, wide, and ugly, that.
Not at all handsome. Not at all handsome at all. In the words of Andy Gray, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. It's safe to say he was nowhere near winning the raffle on that one.
Engstrom will not be happy with that effort, but to be fair to him, his finishing has been very impressive.
Absolutely. So, face off in what Coventry's half again. Ben Swan, number 93, doing. Oh, Eagles forgetting where the puck was there. He was dribbling with nobody. Coventry doing their best. Ferrara not quite fooling the Warwick defender there. And that puck's going to sail down to the Coventry end. Oh. It's Coventry looking for any bit of inspiration there. And Smith there is
appearing to hold
interesting. I've never seen that before. He kind of trapped the puck against the wall and then kicked it away. Should take up football, really. Oh, big fall there for Engstrom. Now here we go. 3-on-1. 2-on-2, sorry. Oh, what
great defensive work there.
And the crowd show their appreciation for what the superb determination. And Engstrom, he's got alone. He's got it all to do. Oh, and he couldn't quite do it.
Oh, might be in trouble there for hooking, but he seems to have got away with it there.
Brittle. Nah, an easy save. Easy save for the Warwick keeper, netminder. So the score, Warwick 12, Coventry 6. It's not quite the goal fest we had last period, as Coventry have been in a much better fight. However, Warwick still in pole position here to take home the Varsity Finale crown. Ribs up, good save there from Harrison in the Warwick net. And the Warwick fans.
What was that?
Hello, is that in?
Very close.
I don't know what's happened there.
Harrison has done absolutely brilliant there to keep that out, I think.
Possibly. Goal line technology, anybody? Well, I think this is another face-off there. Bit of confusion.
Brilliant work from Harrison there, yet again.
Did very, very well to keep that one out.
He's really stepped up in this third period as the pressure's grown on him in goal.
McLaren Walker. My favourite name in this year's varsity by a long, long way. Couldn't quite cross the ball to a Coventry teammate, but well won back by McLaren Walker, atoning for his error. The players spread to Buckland.
Harrison as well again.
Not quite going to beat Harrison.
Buckland has taken a number of speculative efforts in this final period. I'm not sure what he hopes to achieve with them. I think Harrison's looked very, very comfortable with all of these.
You need something very special to beat Harrison from that distance.
Buckland, the assistant captain of Coventry's side, not his best performance by most accounts, I don't think.
Indeed. The same has to be said of number of Coventry star players, such as Ferrara, the captain, Brittle as well. Just haven't really stepped up to the plate this game. It's a real shame. We were hoping for a closely fought affair, but at the moment, Warwick are just running away with it. Or should I say skating away with it, as Eagle makes his way down. No, I'm not even entirely sure about... Oh! No, not quite. I'm not entirely sure about the pronunciation of Eagle's name. But I'm going to say Eagle because it just works with so many puns, you know.
I think, yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sure he will as well.
Eagle, whatever it is.
It's all fine. It's all good. Zengstrom, number 23, he's been in scintillating form. Not quite. Picks up the loose puck though.
Oh, he rides the challenge very well there.
Great strength. And works his way out of a cul-de-sac there. Eagle nipping at the heels of the Coventry player, not quite winning the ball back, the puck back. But however, we are now in Warwick's third. Kinsala.
Very, very calm play out there in third here. Oh, superb hockey here.
This is beautiful. Oh, what a goal! Martin, Liam Martin, my goodness.
Bow.
Take a bow, son, indeed. He walks through that defence like nobody was even there. Absolutely beautiful. And the Coventry players cannot believe what they've just seen. That was messy.
Playing it out of the back there from Warwick was absolutely superb.
I've never seen a better team goal than that. That was by far, for me, the goal of the game so far. Beautiful passing and a stunning finish. Oh, bit of a false face up there. As I'll recall the scores for you now. It's Warwick 13, Coventry 6. I repeat, Warwick 13, Coventry 6. Confirmation that Liam Martin got that lovely team goal there. Now, what can Coventry say about that?
Josh Williams has really been quiet as the game's gone on.
It's another great save.
He looked so lively in the early periods of the game, and he just seems to have faded away like many of the Coventry players have. It's been very disappointing from their perspective.
Let's not forget, Coventry were 2 goals up in the first 5 minutes of this varsity encounter. Warwick have come roaring back. Just like their mascot, the Warwick Bear, they have showed no mercy. And they really are dominating this Varsity 2015 finale. Yeah, the miscontrol there from Warwick. It hasn't been completely error-free from Warwick. I mean, I have to say, as good as Warwick have been, Coventry have really been just as poor. The puck flying around. Coventry regaining the control of the puck now. There's nothing really happening though for Coventry. Has it been the case?
Warwick are looking very comfortable right here. I think
bit of hugging going on between Williams and the Swan there.
Oh, that just about sums up their game so far. Brilliant opportunity to break,
on the
just
break.
miscontrolling the puck.
A lack of concentration.
And yet again, Eggle takes the puck, or Swan, sorry, takes the puck away.
Swan toying with the opposition there before spraying the ball out. Now, can Feeney capitalise for Coventry? No, he can't. Swan, once again,
gliding along.
He really is. He's been a fantastic player today. Oh, not quite. Flicked across the face of goal and a long shot.
Oh,
goodness me, hit his own player there.
Gosh.
That was... it was
with the blow to the head, and he's coming off as a result. That's probably sensible.
Indeed, I do agree. Engstrom, it was Engstrom. Taking a bit of a blow there. Coventry still looking to do anything really. There's Martin looking to make another solo goal. Didn't quite work out. He's got losing out. Now, 3 on 2. 3 on 2 for Coventry. Can they capitalise? Warwick have numbers back, and it's wasted. Wasted again by Coventry. And that's once again has summed up their display today as we are into the final 3.5 minutes of this year's Varsity 2015. The score being Warwick 13, Coventry 6 at the Coventry Sky Dome.
A little bit of the edge of the game seems to be fizzling out at this stage.
It's more just formalities now, isn't it? If this was a boxing match, it would have been stopped ages ago. It really would have.
Warwick looked totally in control. And Coventry looked down hard. And to their credit, they've kept on going, but it just hasn't happened for them today.
To Coventry credit, their fans are still cheering away, doing their best. Another save from Harrison. Brittle picks up the loose puck. Nothing doing. Swan. There he is.
Right up against the boards here.
He's doing so well. Bit of footwork there from Engstrom. Can he add another to his tally? Can he? No.
Good work from the
Lost
keeper.
by Kennard though, the keeper.
Buckland with a clever play out.
Some of the ice hockey, been scintillating. However, Coventry with an effort. Oh, good.
Harrison again denies him. Brilliant play from Harrison. Off the Brittle
save.
did very well to win that puck.
What a save. That was absolutely phenomenal. A great effort there. Must be said, some of the fans have already seen enough. They're leaving early. However, we are staying here to see what will be a murder. Oh, just around the post. Martin, oh no.
Air shot.
Would have been on the volley. Oh, straight to the body of Kennard.
Heroic work from Kennard there. And he looks like he's hurt. I mean,
that was
we've said it before, but how tough these players are, especially the goaltenders in particular.
That was flush in the midriff, wasn't it?
The speed the pucks fly at them, and those pucks, they're very hard. I know they've got a lot of padding on, but I imagine they still feel it.
I can imagine there'll be a few bruises in the morning. Hiscock losing out there. But not to worry, as we've got Donison, assistant captain, clearing up for Warwick. Not quite take it under control there, Patterson. However, Warwick are now in Coventry territory. And a poor clearance there from, I believe that's Williams, who just really gave the puck away sloppily. Now Swan, he's got a chance, takes a shot off the off that. Oh my goodness, he's down.
That's not nice to see. That's hit him right in the helmet, and there's a lot of concern being shown all of a sudden.
That was straight ahead. This is not good to see.
Let's hope he's okay.
He went down instantly.
It looks like he's still moving, which is good news, but you don't like to see that.
Let's hope he's conscious. That was a lethal shot from the.
It's nice to see Kennard of the Coventry side straight away showing a lot of concern.
My goodness, there's a bit of a stunned silence.
Can we have the medic to the ice, please? The
Medic's coming on. You hate to see this happen, but
There is a lot of concern here. Is he getting up? Is he all right?
Blood on the ice. You don't like to see
Oh,
this.
there is blood. There is indeed blood on the ice. Get up.
heroic.
Oh, both sets of fans. Just great to see.
Nice to see.
Can we please have ring maintenance to the ice, please? Ring maintenance to
We're going to have a brief stoppage now as that blood that's been spilled is cleaned up. But, you know, it shows, you know, the inherent dangers of this kind of sport. There's a reason why it's so thrilling, but there's also risks involved. These players are as tough as sportsmen come, I believe.
We really didn't think we'd see any of that, but unfortunately there has been a bit of an incident there. I didn't quite catch the injured player. I'm not sure if you did, Harry.
I think it might have been Eggle, but I'm not 100% sure.
I can't see Eagle on the ice at the moment, so I assume.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Eggle, but I mean, luckily he was able to come off the ice of it over his own accord. And let's just hope it's just a nasty cut wound. But
yeah, we have we're going to have a lengthy stoppage in play here as the ice rink maintenance looking to get rid of the unfortunate mess really on the ice. It's not that bad really. It could have been worse.
I mean, I think there was immediate concern, which is important. You know, anytime a head injury is involved, there's always immediate concern. But I don't think it was. Luckily, hopefully, it won't be too bad. Our best wishes obviously go to him and recovering from this injury. But but what was so nice to see there is the true spirit of varsity.
Absolutely.
I believe. I mean, straight away, as soon as it happened, Coventry players, to their credit in particular, stopped everything to look after him, make sure he was okay. There's a swift reaction from the staff running the Skydome Arena, which is good to see that it's been run properly, and that above all else, player safety is priority, which is crucially important.
Please do stick around.
Yeah, we'll just wait for this brief pause, but it's been a superb Warwick performance.
It really
has. I mean, Coventry. I tried their best, but it's one of those sporting things, isn't it, when things just don't quite happen for you, and I think that's the classic case for Coventry today. Just not their night.
I do agree. Warwick dominated from the off. A quick review of the game as we wait for the stoppage to end. Coventry made a very fast start in the first period with 2 goals in 5 minutes, and we thought it was going to be a landslide in Coventry's favour. However, it has to be said, Warwick came back and just as soon as they got level, they never looked back. That's Kennard.
We have Kennard, who's actually the Coventry goalkeeper, who's just given a little dancing display. All the moves. I'm sure he'll be doing them later on over a few beers.
I'm sure he will. Good to see.
He looks like he's having fun. Oh, what a catch. He just threw a water bottle at him and he caught it.
There's been a call for a dance-up. Here we go.
Oh, it's good to see.
Now, this is what we want to see.
Kennard really, he does seem to be the joker in the pack.
He's strutting his stuff. He really is. Now, what does
I think
Harrison
he's calling
have to
for
say?
Harrison. I don't know whether Harrison's got any moves in his locker. I mean, Kennard is setting a big time. Harrison seems reluctant.
Go on, Harrison, get involved.
I think someone needs to get him a few beers. Maybe if he gets them down, he might be more inclined to get involved. But
that's a real shame. That would have been great to see.
Kennard is having a great time.
Oh, come on. No, they're not having any of it.
And Kennard's now playing hockey with his water bottle around the...
we have an interview ready to air, so over to you, Rob.
Thank you. I'm down here with Luke and Rob. Amazing scenes these last 2 periods. Do you think Warwick can hold on for the last few minutes?
I hope so, unless Coventry score about, 8 goals in the next 2 minutes.
It's not going to be hugely difficult, is it? Rob, fantastic scenes so far. Have you enjoyed the game?
Yeah, it's been a grett game, and looks like we're going to win, so even better.
Even better. Amazing scenes. They're just cleaning off the ice now. We'll head back to the commentary team. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are back with the commentary, and it's going to be said, like I said before, I would have loved to mention some names right now. There are certainly some people there who are not in their service state of mind. It's great to see, it really is.
I believe that's some of my course mates, actually.
Oh, no.
They look like they're having a good time, which is love to see. It's what varsity's all about.
There's some big names down there, let me tell you that, who are really living it up tonight. As the tannoy blares out Taylor Swift, I think they're going to be shaking it off tonight. In whatever clubs they're off to, be it Neon, Altoria, Casbah, you name it, they'll probably be there having a great time.
That's what it's all about. You see the players now talking away. They're having a good time.
Exactly.
I think the game's gone,
yeah,
but they've put on a good spectacle for the crowd. I think it's been an absolutely amazing event, which to finish off what has been a brilliant varsity week.
Interesting advert there. You can hire a penguin for a safe. Interesting. Sorry. Anyway, back with the action. Now I want a bit of a tangent there. Warwick immediately on the attack. We have 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this final period of the finale of Varsity 2015. It has been all Warwick. Oh, where's the head?
Oh,
no!
How on earth?
Goal, no scramble, and we've got it in the Warwick goal. No goal being given.
No goal. Harrison, how on earth he's kept that out, I do not know.
Remarkable.
The Coventry it was a beautiful bit of Coventry play there, great bit of interplay. But Harrison, he does not want to concede anymore. That was an absolutely superb piece of goalkeeping.
Harrison's cat-like reflex has really come to the fore there. So, Buckland with the shot. Blocked by the Warwick defender. Oh, cheeky, bit of afters there. Well, they're just playing catch now, aren't they?
Yeah. Engstrom's going to take it out here.
Look at that. Look at that pace. My goodness, he is a real speedster. He's now down in the Coventry third. We've got to say the atmosphere is just gone, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think that injury's kind of taken a bit of a fizzle out of the game. But I mean, I think everyone's had a brilliant time. The atmosphere is always superb, and it's a shame the game's kind of ended the way it has.
Oh, go on.
There's another goal here for Warwick. It seems to be held up. How on earth? Kennard's done a quite remarkable job of keeping that out.
So what happened there was the ball was tried to force into the bottom right-hand corner, and Kennard just trapped the ball between skate and post. There was nothing the attacker could do. Remarkable keeping, has to be said. Would have been a shame it doesn't count for anything.
I must say his keeping's been better than his dancing tonight.
Oh, well.
I mean,
let's face it, wouldn't be hard, would it?
Well, I mean, what he lacked in skill, he made up for enthusiasm, though, which is always great to see.
Hello.
Oh, Harrison's coming out.
Hey, here he is.
Sweeper, keeper, Harrison.
Take a bow, Manuel Neuer over there. But he's great speed there to come out and defend that puck. Now as Warwick break, it's 2-on-2. 2-on-2. Hitchcock did. No, Zach Dean just missing the target. Not the most convincing of finish, just has to be said. We are down to the last 40 seconds of this year's Varsity.
Martin, his puck control was just superb.
Oh, it's been tough. Oh, they're not.
Right on
I'm
cue.
not entirely sure Coventry are really trying that hard anymore. 28 seconds to go, guys.
And you can hear the Warwick crowd lift as they realise a great victory here for Warwick. This will make it back-to-back years of winning the ice hockey. And as was said earlier, this is traditionally a sport that Coventry excel in, so this is a really demoralising loss for them.
Indeed. So this is it. Last 19 seconds now. As the Warwick fans are cut short in their countdown. As is the problem in ice hockey, with so many stoppages, you can't quite get into that rich vein of continuity. It's very stop and start, but also very fast paced. It's been a very fast paced game here tonight. So another face off. Here we go. Coventry on the ball. 9, 8, 7.
Oh, big
6,
hit there.
5,
Parker.
4, 3, 2, 1. That is it! Coventry have lost the ice hockey since the 30. Warwick are rampant here at the Coventry Sky Dome. 13 goals to 6. And the Warwick players are ecstatic, as are the fans. What a performance! Coventry players, they did a good job. They didn't quite capitalise on their early pressure. Kennard, the replacement keeper, he tried his best, he really did. But Warwick was simply rampant. Key players being Jacob Ensham, stunning finishing. Andrew Siegel soaring around the ice. Liam Martin with us capping up a stunning team goal. And of course Josh Hartley, the captain, really dragging his team along.
It's a quite superb Warwick performance. Like, they just had far too much for Coventry. And Kenneth's getting his dance moves out again, I see. It's good to see he's still in high spirits.
Indeed.
But we'll now be leading into the presentation, which will be interesting. I'd imagine the Warwick players will dominate that.
Yeah, indeed. As the teams do their handshakes, make their way across their counterparts. Of course, they know each other very well from Bucks League. Of course, they're playing the same team in the Bucks League. So there'll be a lot of ribbon in the next dressing room, I believe, in their next match. As the crowd
It's
are
good to see
dispersing.
Eggles actually out there now. I mean, he's clutching, I think, some kind of protective thing by his ear, but it's good to see that he looks absolutely fine, luckily. I mean, he'll be a little bit sore for a few days, and I think he has a nasty cut. A good war wound to show of a great Warwick victory.
Absolutely. If you're just tuning in now, for whatever reason, goodness knows why you'd be tuning in this late.
You've missed one hell of a game.
You've missed a fantastic game. Warwick have been rampant. First period ended 3-3 with Coventry making a quick start, going 2 goals up within 5 minutes. However, Warwick struck back, making it 2-2. Coventry reset the lead, making it 3-2. And then Warwick finally got that decisive equaliser towards the end of the first period, making it 3-3. From then on, it was Warwick, Warwick, Warwick. Coventry had no reply to a stunning combination of fast ice hockey play and great finishing here at the ice hockey finale. By the end of the second period, it was 10 goals to 4 in Warwick's favour. And of course, the final score being 13 goals to 6. As we lead into the presentations.
Decide who you think the man of the match was from.
As Warwick are asking each other, who was man of the match?
It's nice to see. Well, they're going to pick the best Coventry player here, so it'll be interesting to see who they pick. I mean, there were some decent performances from the Coventry boys. A lot of players showed a lot of heart, but it just wasn't their day.
So, we're just waiting on Warwick team's their choice of man of the match.
Okay, Josh Holly is going to present the man of the match.
So Captain Josh Holly will present the man of the match prize to the Coventry player of his choice. And it is
Mr. Luke Brittle.
Luke Brittle. Not much of a surprise there. He played it for Great Britain at under 18 and under 20 level. And it has to be said, he played as well as he could have. And I'll tell you what, the bucket is
He's got a
cracking set of beers
a crate to get himself sorted for after the
Tell
game.
you what.
I think he deserves
I
it.
wish I played now.
The tall guy with a cage on.
It is Ben Swan.
I was going to build it up, but he didn't know who you were.
Ben Swan, the man of the match for Warwick there, chosen by Coventry captain Ferrara. Also gets his own crate of beer. I'm sure he'll be sharing that around the team. Ben Swan was really truly fantastic today, wasn't he, Harry?
He was an absolute titan in defence. Not a thing got past him. His kind of quality was the difference today.
Of course, applause to the match officials. He did a great job. That has to be said. Not much contention about the calls. They got everything right. And that's what matters.
Runners up of tonight's ice hockey here in the 25th.
The runners up also, I guess, as the losers, really, in this case. But still, pretty nice. The runners up. Coventry University, they put in a great shift as the crowd show their appreciation.
They'll be absolutely gutted, but just wasn't their night.
So, here we are.
So we would like our winning team tonight to take a lap of honour, please, and please will you applaud them.
The lap of honour will be performed by tonight's winners of this ice hockey match, the final game of the Varsity 2015, the Warwick ice hockey team, who really were rampant tonight. Final score of 13-6, a stunning effort.
They've already got their beers. They've already getting started. I'm sure it's going to be a long, long night for these white boys.
I bet it will.
I would like
They'll wake up with sore heads tomorrow morning, but they'll be very proud of their achievements this evening, because it was a brilliant performance.
And we got Ruby, your sports officer for Warwick, and of course Mr. Ian Dunn, the Pro Vice Chancellor for the student experience here in Coventry.
So,
Ian, would you like to say anything before we get into it?
We've got a speech here.
Right, now a lot of hard work goes into these things, Ian.
A very brief speech, as we said.
Anniversary.
Of course, it is the 25th anniversary. Captain. Is it the captain? Pretty sure it's the captain.
Yeah, it's Holly just giving credit in the fans, which is nice to see. I mean,
good to see.
The Warwick support's been quite superb.
Right, it is the 25th anniversary of Varsity between Warwick University and Coventry University. And in this 25th year, there's been some great battles.
25th year, apparently. The 25th year from the MC.
It's Coventry sports officer now. I mean, the mic's not picking her up brilliantly well, but I think from what we can hear, just crediting all parties involved for what's been a superb week of sport. I mean, it's been absolutely brilliant. A credit to all people involved.
Indeed. So, 25th year of Varsity. Ruby rubbing salt in the wounds there. No mercy from Ruby Compton Day. That was truly quite not necessary. However, here we are. The final score of Warwick 13 to Coventry 6. Back to you, Tim.
Yes, thank you, Fraser. And 13-6 was the final score. And we do now know in Varsity that 73-21 was the final score there, with 4 points still to be decided actually there. And I'm joined now by Joe Walton and Luke Brown. And guys, what a sensational finale. It was quite one-sided in the end, but what do we make of it? I mean, a great show of just physicality, technical ability, and the kind of spectacle that is the only way really to send off Varsity, Joe.
No, yeah, it was a great show. Coventry did come back into it in the final third. They scored, I think, 2 or 3 points really quickly, and we thought that Coventry would be coming back into it, but Warwick held on. They scored a couple more points, and they saw the game out, and a great victory for Warwick after what was a really close fixture last year. We've seen us win it comfortably, and the crowd really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm very pleased to say we're joined by Luke Brown, sports editor for and runner of a fantastic live blog. I do have to say, Luke, you've been watching the whole of ice hockey. What have your overriding impressions been? It seems the Magenta Army, as they are so called, have been emptying the arena like it's a fire driller. A great win for Warwick, do you think?
Unfortunately, the Magenta Army aren't quite as intimidating as their very threatening colour. A very strange game. I thought when we went 2 goals down quite early on it was going to be a bit of a tough contest, but Coventry just weren't really up for the fight. I wrote on the blog, they looked about as threatening as a koala bear in a pink tutu dancing to S Club 7, and Warwick, really deserved the win, I thought.
And I think that really summarises it. How has this lived up in terms of Varsity for you, Luke? It's a big finale. We've hyped it up. How does this compare to your overall experience now, I believe, in your second year of Varsity coverage?
Yeah, my second year of Varsity coverage, my last year. And it's just, it gets better and better. I think this year's been absolutely fantastic. And it's so nice being able to finish in a sport that we dominate in. We've dominated throughout Varsity, and to finish on such a high note. Every competitor and every Warwick student deserves it, and everyone can really enjoy it tonight.
And it is a really prolific and dominating performance, Joe. Do you think it kind of takes the gloss off it a bit that it wasn't closer? We like to see in sport a last-minute winner or a really exciting moment. Do you think sometimes you wish more that it was closer in Varsity this year?
Yeah, I think with Varsity already won, I think the crowd would have really appreciated a closer game, and we, as the media, would have appreciated a closer game. I mean, the best games are the ones that are close, and where the last minute winners always go in and everyone goes wild. I mean, in that last third, I mean, the crowd became a bit subdued because everyone knew what was going to happen. There was no way that Coventry were really going to come back and win that game. So, I mean, if we were looking at a last minute winner, I mean, I think this place would still be deafening, and we wouldn't be able to be heard on the radio right now.
Yeah, and looking at the end of that game, it's nice to see the respect between the players. We know they play together week in, week out, but there is a bit of rivalry that comes out of Varsity, and with this symbolic handing over of the Budweiser for the Man of the Match award, I believe, it's nice to see both of them still getting on quite well with the teams. And really, do you think Varsity, although there's the rivalry with Coventry, it's really about cooperation as much as anything?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that rivalry, it's so good-natured. I was at the Rugby League today. The singing between the fans was fantastic. Today again, just the sort of the interaction of Warwick and Coventry is great. And I think what makes this fixture so special is that obviously Warwick and Coventry usually play together.
Yeah.
So we really don't know what to expect going into the game. And it leads to, usually a very good spectacle. And luckily today it's led to a fantastic win for Warwick.
Yeah, and chance that you probably couldn't repeat on air going on between the fans today, you think, Joe, and really getting caught up in the atmosphere, do you think? It really, at the end of the day, it's more than just a sporting event, isn't it? It's like the Olympics for Warwick in the way that it's presented and the way you can see it in the faces of the players, how much it means to them and how much it means to the fans.
Yeah, it means a hell of a lot to them. You see them play week in, week out on a Wednesday in the Bucks League, and they don't really get that many fans there. And when it comes to Varsity, like they're getting more spectators than probably the whole year put together in the Bucks League. So. It's great for them. It's a great experience for them to play in front of such a big crowd, and it will definitely make them pick up their game and perform better and give a better spectacle for the crowd.
Yeah, we do hope the performances in Varsity boost our teams who do play in Bucks League, or in this case, obviously a separate league which both of them play in. But Luke, obviously you're at the Rugby League today. What was that like? I think it's really the big days that Warwick have done so well on and pulled away in Varsity. We've seen on what we dubbed Super Sunday, they pulled away when so many games were going on, the tennis, the men's first football. And now once again today, quite a lot of fixtures and a lot of points going Warwick's way.
We had Super Sunday last week. I think today's been more stroll home Saturday, to be honest. With the exception of the Rugby League, obviously we lost in the last moment, which was very disappointing. But yeah, just every event has been such a spectacle, and we're just so proud to be a Warwick student at the moment.
Absolutely, and I'm very happy to say that we've been joined by Ruby Compton-Davies, our sports officer, who's going to swiftly swap out with Luke. Thanks very much for joining us, Luke. Substituted out now. Ruby, this must be one of the best days of your life, clutching to your chest there the coveted Varsity shield. Quite a lot of times that Warwick's name is on there, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
What are your emotions right now?
Yeah, not actually this one though, because this is the wrong shield.
The wrong shield.
But it's I don't really know how to explain it, but we just brought the wrong one by accident.
Oh, okay.
However, we're going to take the right one to the engravers tomorrow and put Warwick on there for the
Fantastic.
25th time, so, doesn't really matter which shield it is.
And what did you make of the game? Do you think it ended with a whimper or a bang? It wasn't the most competitive game at the end of the day, but I think just everything about it, the Warwick fans, the Coventry fans, the spectacle, and the quality of play was very high, I think.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, I kind of been prepped by our ice hockey exec, and they were like, oh, we're short benched, our captain's playing with a broken hand, like, we're not going to win this. And I was like, okay, that's fine, like, we've won overall, so it's cool. And then we just absolutely smashed it tonight, and I think the crowd really helped, like, the crowd was incredible, and it was just brilliant, like, I'm a bit out of breath, actually.
Yeah, I can imagine, and quite an amazing way to top off your week. Just run us through what you've been doing for Varsity, because the impression I've always got this past week has been quite relentless for you, really going to as many Varsity events as you can possibly get to.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to get to as many as possible. There's a few, like the snow sports and the karting that I couldn't physically get to.
Yeah,
but
bit far
I mean,
afield.
yeah, we had Super Sunday last Sunday, and out of the 21 fixtures on or around campus, I got to 18, so I'm fairly proud of myself for that. Yeah. I would have got to all of them if we hadn't had a fight between the Coventry tennis coach and Warwick TV. So
yeah, that was an interesting one. We always bring that up again. I think that was maybe a low point, but I think out of it came sort of a great triumph, really, in the level of broadcasting. Have you got any personal highlights from this week? Obviously really important for you. What personal highlights have you got to pick?
I'm just so proud of all the teams. They all pulled together, even in teams that were kind of destined to lose, the teams that always lose. We did it, and it's just fantastic. And
absolutely.
I suppose here's the captain
here
of
is
the
team
of the hour.
Man of the moment, Josh Holly. So yeah, if Ruby could kindly pass the mic over to Josh. We'll try and move up a bit, Josh, to actually get you on camera. This is very professional broadcasting here, all four of us. Pantomime atmosphere. Absolutely unbelievable, Josh. I mean, up here we couldn't believe how good the atmosphere was, and really the overriding emotions at full time were what a way to cap off one of the most amazing varsities we can remember. What was it like to be down there on the rink?
Yeah, no, it was good. We kind of killed the atmosphere second period with the 7-goal onslaught of the second period. So that kind of killed Cov's atmosphere last year. It was so close. Cov were really chanting as well. So Cov, as you can see at the end, they went all left.
Yeah, well, we thought there was a fire drill. There may have been a fire drill. We may have been mistaken.
So, but no, the atmosphere, the Warwick fans are great again, as
Yeah.
always. So yeah, it was a good game.
Absolutely, and we talked before the game. I got the impression you didn't think it was going to be this one-sided, but you did highlight Jakob Enstrom as a standout player. There were a lot of individuals performing excellently well. Yourself, obviously, I think you grabbed a hat-trick. And then Liam Martin doing sensationally well. And I think Tom Hiscock doing fantastically well. Yeah. So do you think it was a great team performance or one that the individuals really shined through?
No, I mean, we thought they played quite individual hockey. So I mean, the second period we played some of the best hockey I've actually seen us play.
Yeah.
I mean, we broke from the back, solid defensively, and then pushed forward.
Mm.
That way, literally, we were in the change room. We were really proud of how we performed in the second period. We just tried to take it through to the third. We started well. We had a little lapse because obviously we only have 10 guys compared to all their bench. So we had a little lapse, but then we got back onto it after like 2-minute lapse, and that's fine.
And what was your mentality going into that third? Because it looked like it was so one-sided by that point. It was all but wrapped up for you, but no chance for complacency, I'm guessing.
No, it was just try and keep them much the same. Just try and not concede the first goal. Both periods previous, we conceded silly goals. So it was more just try and get that first goal, get a good start, and try and really take the momentum out of the game.
Yeah, and a bit on the physical side of the game, we were seeing some quite heavy hits, but nothing quite like last year, what has been dubbed more than handbags. Did it get a bit feisty down on the field?
Not too much. I mean, at one point when we were, I think it was 8 goals up, but all they decided to do was try and come out and play physical. But apart from that, no, it was usual hockey, quite physical, but nothing too stupid.
Yeah, and you're getting quite experienced at this by now, aren't you, Josh? I think this is your second varsity, second victory as well.
Yeah.
A bit less climactic than last year with the last-minute winner. Do you prefer this kind of game to last year, or do you think both of them are really amazing in different ways?
Both were really good. Like as I say, for my first varsity, I had no idea what I was doing coming in. I wasn't captain or anything like that, so I was just literally filled my spot. But no, apart from that, it was quite. We didn't expect it to be this easy. We thought we had a good team going in, even with our 10 guys. All our 10 guys play at a high level. So especially Zach, we called him up late yesterday because with the alumni problem, with only having the 4 alumni. So we called Zach up. I mean, he got a goal. Yeah. So we were quite proud of him in that respect.
Yeah, and very finally, just what's it like to wrap up varsity? We know you were the opener game last year, but the finale this time, varsity already won. That'll be on your mind, but nevertheless, a great performance from the lads. I'm sure.
Yeah, going into it, we knew we won varsity, but we thought let's not let Cov have the last little bit of a pride of almost just finish it off with a win and cap it off, really.
Yeah, absolutely, and I do believe it is time we're going to close off the show, so thanks very much to both Josh and Ruby as well as Joe for joining us. What can I say? It's been a sensational varsity. There's been thrills, there's been spills, there's been controversial refereeing decisions, there's been conflicts with coaches, there's been trauma on pitch, and a winner that was live on Raw, but at the end of the day, there is one overriding fact. 25 years, 25 Warwick victories. This time next year, Cov. Join us then on Raw and on Warwick TV.